Hey, salute. Welcome to Damu Kiwe Conversations. Y'all be sure to go ahead and hit that like button on your way in. Show a little. Oh, yeah, this ain't gonna work. We gonna do. We on YouTube. Everybody on IG, go to YouTube. I do not like that echo. We gonna end that like that. Boom. Got rid of that. So now we can get rid of that one. Now we can go up over here. Hey, y'all hit that like button on YouTube, so y'all want to come in and peekaboo, right? But that's all right. Y'all can keep peekabooing. We finna get into this Yael featuring Joe Moses, Coyotes for Hire. You know what I'm saying? And if y'all don't like it, that's y'all bad. But for those that do, y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. Go leave a comment. Let them know that you came from Damu Kiwe Conversation. Yael likes to know that the family love him and appreciate his artistic skills. You know what I'm saying? Yael section, the new smash single, the anthem, explicit. You want the explicit. Hold on, let me make sure we get this up here. Then maybe we can talk to y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm a day one from my section. It ain't nothing you can tell. I stay dangerous and keep a weapon. Cause I'm a real one from my set. I'm a day one from my section. I'm 15, I was there in them trenches. I'm TTG, I was trained to go get it. Niggas that know me know I'm with the business. Don't go back and forth with no nigga like tennis. If you from the hood, why you acting all timid? Niggas rap cap and they gon' pretend. Live what I rap what I live. You a day one, nigga. I'm a day one from my section. It ain't nothing you can tell, I stay dangerous and keep a weapon. Cause I'm a real one from my set. I'm a day one from my set.
I've been around and I done went hard. The circuit locals having meetings in his backyard. They don't know about the shit that I done been through. Facts. Niggas talking all that shit, but we don't know him. We don't know you. Facts. I put some money on my stones. They went to jail. I put all his kid clothes. My nigga, like you say, we can't beef over no hoes. Every car out in control. My day one controls. That's
I'm a day one from my section.
That's real.
It ain't nothing they want to tell. Blood. I stay dangerous and keep a weapon. Cause I'm a real one from my set. I'm a day one from my section.
Just got off the phone with my dog, you said the fish watch. Gotta watch the circle, you keep the street scotch.
Hey,
you know that hate to see racks in your pocket. Change the gold watch, Dickies real flashy. Dickies for the little I just got it from Rodeo. I can blow a check, but I'd much rather stack and lay low. Posted with a baddie, mold of mine like it's Play-Doh. And now she on my payroll, addicted to the
Fago. I'm a day one from my section. It ain't nothing you can tell. I stay dangerous and keep a weapon. Cause I'm a real one from my set. I'm a day one from my section.
Dose of Reality TV, my brother, man. We definitely need to chop it up. I don't know what your schedule is right now, but we already got that NDA already signed, so we gonna chop it up. But hey man, salute, welcome to Damu Kiwe Conversations. I told y'all to have y'all notifications on, so if you missed this and you watching the rerun, that's your bad. I don't be having time to share it to everybody every single day no more. And I specifically made it an earlier time an hour earlier than we usually do it to get through it. You know what I'm saying? If you had the notifications on, you wouldn't be watching the replay. But we got the content. Last night, we had a ball, man. Salute to the chat. The chat is where it's at. Man, we got an hour into the content, which is long as hell. And y'all started firing, flaming that nigga CS2 back ass up. Nigga, when they said the conference room, Yael started laughing, and the whole chat got goofy, nigga. Them niggas was roasting that nigga. I'm talking about, I didn't even get to finish watching them, bro. I went to sleep. It was that many comments. They was active. I love that. Appreciate that interactiveness. You know what I'm saying? That really helps us in the metrics. Yeah.
Duse M's the die. What up?
Day 14, bro.
Oh my gosh, man. The chat is for sure where it's at, man. If y'all don't know, y'all better know now. Y'all in one of the hottest lives with the two most authentic people in the YouTube streets, man. First off, man, salute to everybody on Clubhouse. If you're on Clubhouse right now and you're on stage, man, salute to you. Salute to the mods. That's on their job. And salute to the goo. Salute to you too, man, if you're coming on stage. And if you're on stage, make sure you share the room 3 times. So in the hallway, we shine, man. Salute to Clubhouse. Man, and salute to everybody on YouTube Live. Salute to the chat. Y'all already know that's where it's at. Stand actors in them chucks because we don't give a what. Hey, you already know, man. Salute. Got stars and chucks in the chat. Salute to the Blue Wrench Mob. Job. And if you told a friend to tap in, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to this content. Reiterated, yesterday was just a dope, hell of a live, man. We was going crazy in the chats. Barbecued that boy. We barbecued that pork belly.
They still going with the federal burial investigation. Is on the 60th floor.
But let's make sure we get that going. Make sure the chat is cracking, bracking, and if you a rat, get to packing. Y'all know what it is, man. Y'all dealing with the most hottest, authentic, the voices of the culture. Duse M's the Don. Yael the Kiwe pop star, and the voice of the West Coast, Damu Kiwe Conversations.
Hey, look, man, this shit is long. We definitely got the content. Let's close this real quick, and then I want to share this with them. See, you always remind the people of where y'all was at last. Let's get this, since people don't believe that Wack 100 was ever arrested. Let them not believe. One thing for sure, 2 things for certain. We gonna put the truth out there. Let's go.
Dude that spoke on Shaq, he's completely right, because I was caught up in the middle of all that.
I was caught up in the middle of all that. Dude that spoke up on Shaq was right. Let's go. Oh, I gotta reset that back over. Let's go.
Dude that spoke on Shaq, he's completely right, because I was caught up in the middle of all that.
Well, first of all, there were no arrests made other than Cash Jones.
Wack. Dude that spoke on Shaq, he's completely right, because I was caught up in the middle of all that.
Well, first of all, there were no arrests made other than Cash Jones.
Wack.
Detective Michael Coed. We're going to leave that one right there. Let's start with that one. See, before we get back into the conference room, on the upper floor,
he was on the invisible floor, because I've never ever heard of the 60th floor. What, 17 floors?
17 floors. Hey, listen, that's a high power floor, nigga.
Hey, dude, you ever seen that meme on Instagram with a mom like, if Jason got 8 apples and he take away 3 apples, how many apples would Jason? Now, if you get this answer wrong, I'm pop your ass. This what this nigga need.
Hey, listen, man. That dude.
The girl got 17 floors. How do you add an extra 30 floors?
Hey, listen, man. The nigga added what, 43 extra floors. Nigga, this nigga put the 10 on the 20 on everything, but he's lying, so he's already in the spirit of lying. Veldog, salute, man. Selena, what's happening? Deep Twins, you already know we got the
salute. Salute.
But let's show y'all this real quick, right? So y'all heard Detective Michael Coet. So I really want y'all, see, y'all can't forget this series is called Hip Hop Police. You know what I'm saying? So because we talking about the peoples, right? Them alphabet boys, right? Because we talking about them, y'all gotta remember who these players are in the game. So that was Detective Michael Coet, and he says Wack was arrested and was the only one arrested. Where y'all at? Let me make sure y'all can see this.
Dude, can you hear me?
Y'all can hear you.
Let me shout out this super chat real quick.
Go ahead and do your thing, killer.
Oh, okay. We got James Trap Pass. Hey, listen. Wack thinks he with the $5 super chat. They starting it off already. This nigga think he's Steven Seagal.
He's Steven Seagal.
Bro, hey, salute to James Trap Pass for the $5 super chat. Anything and everything given to the Damu Kiwe Conversation is highly appreciated. Salute to you and your family and your tribe. Bro, I'm trying to hold my composure together because I know once the jokes start hitting, it's a wrap, bro. Once they start roasting him like pork butt, pork belly, veggie roll.
Oh, pork butt shot at me, man. Called me gap tooth. Stop listening to that gap tooth mother. Oh, veggie wrong over there, upset. Hey, but look, let's talk about Greg Kading. Greg Kading, the same police officer disgraced. Let's add that to it. The same disgraced police officer
deflected,
who pulled rank. He defected and pulled rank on the sheriffs in their investigation of Deja 34 and the Main Street Mafia Crip. Right, that was Michael Coet saying that Wack was the only one arrested in on that investigation. Right. Greg Kading came on Clubhouse. I bring allegations that this person in the paperwork calling Mark Stevens CS2 back, aka the Wack boy, or back. Confidential source 2 was Wack 100. In return, he responds by bringing on pork butt and Detective Greg Kading, representing to the world that Detective Greg Kading was the lead investigator of the Main Street Mafia investigation, the Deja 34 investigation, as well as the Biggie Small murder investigation and Tupac unalived. Right? This is what he misrepresents. Now, if you don't remember, Greg Kading promoted to the federal task force for an LAPD officer to be deputized as an FBI agent, essentially meaning to be temporarily authorized to operate under federal authority. They would typically need to apply to join an FBI task force, undergo a rigorous background check, pass a polygraph exam, complete necessary training, and be formally designated as a task force officer, allowing them to work on specific cases with federal jurisdiction alongside full-time FBI agents. This is not a permanent deputization, but rather a temporary assignment on a case-by-case basis. So the Greg Kading Biggie Task Force, as they tend to call it, this is who he was, right? Now, he was called by Brian Tyndall, asking him to join the resurrected investigation into Biggie's death. Biggie's estate had filed another lawsuit, $400 million. he claims credit. This dude is claiming credit that he solved the Biggie's murder, when truth is that the case remains officially unsolved. So this is also a clout chaser. This is somebody who wants and has ambitions of grandeur, a detective, retired detective, disgraced retired detective. Now, he was the first person to talk about a confession letter on the internet after it was given to LAPD. And he points to Reggie Wright Jr. coup of Death Row and Tupac money. Now, that's crazy that Greg Kading was the first one to leak an alleged confession letter when only 4 LAPD officers were given this confession letter. This confession letter was very important as it would help settle where jurisdiction should be under this confession letter. Reggie Wright Jr. was supposed to have organized gang members to meet at a park in Los Angeles, conspiring to unalive and pull a hit on Tupac Shakur and Suge Knight. He wanted to be the guy that gave him a job, marrying Suge Knight. Everybody make sure y'all go put on y'all notifications on Scandalous Los Angeles TV. The Damu Kiwe exclusive interview with Suge Knight should be released by the morning on Scandalous Los Angeles TV. We'll react to it tomorrow, take a break off the Docu-Series, and then the next day we'll be right back to it. But we do have the exclusive interview with Mary and Suge Knight. We're going to do it. But Reggie Wright wanted that job. He wanted to be the man, right? But this nigga Greg Kading gets it and leaks it. Who'd he get it from? One of the 4 people that got the confession letter was Darren Dupree. So let's go to Darren Dupree, who still's active. Born and raised in South Central Los Angeles in Crip territory by a single mother, family had major drug dealers within his family. And he developed a deep appreciation for rap music, hearing in it an authentic expression of the streets he knew so well. Assigned to the Wilshire Division, eventfully getting selected for Wilshire Crash Unit, Gang Unit, oh, those the dirty ones, Rampart Scandal, the Crash Unit, okay. Grasping and understanding more about LA's black gangs, the major players, the economic base, the hierarchies, and pecking orders. He was later tapped by other LAPD investigators, as well as the feds, for his expertise. His expertise is gangs and hip-hop. Was later tapped by, okay, let's get to it. He illegally accessed LAPD computers and cloned cell phones and was reprimanded by the LAPD. He leaked the confession letter to Greg Kading and is the subject of an internal affairs investigation, CF number 14-00-1995. So that's what we know about the hip-hop police. Darren Dupree. You got Detective Michael Coet. Let's see what Coet had to say about this guy. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we got a super chat, Yael. That $9.99, is that the same one, bro? Hit that like button. Y'all know.
I'm going to read it right now. Wait 1 second. All
right, do your shit.
Okay, we got RG Ascari with the $9.99 super chat. Keep exposing Wack, the Wack. Keep exposing the Wack, because he's really whack. You feel me? Whack as fuck, and he's just whack as fuck. Salute.
Well, I believe that's a catch-all phrase, meaning all of these whack niggas. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, 100%. Keep exposing the whack. Salute Damu Kiwe Conversations. Hey man, we appreciate RG Ascari for the super chat, man, with the $9.99 super chat, man. We appreciate you. Anything and everything that is given to the Damu Kiwe Conversation teams is highly appreciated. Salute to you, your family, and your tribe.
Who's now with the Sheriff's Department, as well as myself and my partner, Paul Fournier. Again, Timmy Brennan, Paul Fournier, and myself, and Bobby Ladd were involved originally after the Tupac murder with all the chaos that was going on in the Compton-Linwood area. For those that don't know, Compton and Linwood butt up to one another, and it's really no hard borders there. So it's it was a war zone for a couple weeks after the murder. And as far as our responsibilities, and that I think it was Greg was counting on our knowledge of the players that were involved back in the 90s, because this was 15 years after or so that this task force was assembled. So he was counting a lot on the knowledge as well as the reports, and he, who's now with the Sheriff's Department, as well as myself and my partner Paul Fournier. Again, Tupac murder there, so it's after the murder. Think that we ever did look into the park scenario where the murders, the plots happened, because that had not been devised yet.
That's a lie, Detective Coet. In 2009, the alleged conspiracy theory that Reggie Wright called that meeting at the park, from the letter that was already previously leaked by Greg Kading. But pay attention, because these police play a lot of lying games.
By Russell Poole and the writer. As far as the other theories with LAPD being involved, through the course of talking through the informants, and it seemed implausible that LAPD was involved with it. And that was the whole purpose for forming this, is based on the lawsuit that the Wallace family had with LAPD. That was my impression, was it was Greg's job to prove or disprove LAPD's involvement in that murder.
He just told you. This is Detective Michael Coet, the same one that is going against Greg Kading and saying the sheriff officer, whose partner was the lead investigator, Paul Fournier, the lead investigator of the Main Street Mafia Crip investigation, as well as the Deja 34 investigation, right? And he said, I arrested Wack 100, and Greg Kading's priority and whole mission was reestablishing this task force on the Biggie murder investigation because of the $400 million lawsuit against LAPD, which would have bankrupted the city of Los Angeles. That's not me saying that. This is one of the head people on the Joint Task Force. So the question is, and I think y'all need to put this in the chat, hashtag who snitched on Poochie? Because it seems like Reggie Wright say he believed Poochie knocked down Biggie. CS2 Back say he believes Poochie knocked down Biggie. Mob James saying that he believes Tupac knocked down Biggie. And Tanisha Swan was taken to the feds by Reggie Wright, believes that Poochie knocked down Biggie. You know what I'm saying? So you got these varying theories and different interests, even within the Joint Task Force. You know, Paul Fournier, Detective Ladd, Detective Brennan, Detective Mike Coet, you got Darren Dupree, you got Greg Kading, who is the lead, and but he's really the lead of the Joint Task Force. He's not the lead on the Deja 34 investigation. If you read the paperwork, you'll see that Detective Michael Coet and Paul Fournier were the ones that went to interview Mark Stevens in Atlanta at his home. They're the ones that interviewed Shaquille O'Neal at the Gallon Center at USC in the locker room, right? Because they had the lead on that case. They're the lead investigators on that. Oh, he got 4 blunts. Are you ready? Ready. But let's get into this real quick, because I think y'all might have forgot. You know what I'm saying? Y'all might have forgot, man. Yesterday, we was cooking so much, we was getting into the lawsuit, and we heard this. Hey, hit that motherfucking like button. Let's turn this up. We in the Damu Kiwe Conversation. Y'all, you know you fucked up, right? Nigga, you know you fucked up, right? Let's go.
The nigga in the truck is Wack. That really happened.
Man.
It's the motherfucking book, actually, nigga. Look, our PTR. It's a book called Murder Rap by Greg Kading. So you go to the chapter called Stutterbox. You're gonna see a picture of me, him, Suge, the police that all these snitches work for. When he retired, he exposed them all. Keefy D from Compton Crip. He exposed all his informants.
He didn't expose you, so he didn't expose all of them.
So that's the picture in the book in my PTR. That's that one. That's that my brother. Me, Suge, and that Stutterbox to the left. Right?
Yeah.
So if you go to the chapter called Stutterbox, they gonna break down everything he did. And like, yeah, out of nowhere, he came in, gave us this man's name, told us he had a trucking company. If you want to get to Suge, you got to go through him. He moving cocaine and dope from here to there. They spend $300,000-$400,000.
So Stutterbox then told the people, if you want to get to Suge, you got to go through Wack.
Nigga with wires, tracking devices, all kind of shit. They came into my crib. I lost a dog that day. My dog Wacko, one of my bulls. When they hit the back gate, he locked on the nigga. They had to shoot the nigga like 7-8 times.
Man.
Kill him. He came in, cuffed my wife. It was like 40 agents, my nigga. And couldn't find shit. Had to walk up out of here. He sent them. He had a moment. They thought they were going to find something in the house. He didn't find nothing. I still didn't know what time it was. Let me tell you when I knew what time it was. So when they come in, they hit my home office. They was searching about 18 minutes. When they got to the home office, dude called the search off. Because one of the reasons why they went in front of the judge, they filed some shit called living beyond my means, which kind of supported their probable cause, along with their confidential informant that they paying. He's a reliable source. So they watching the lifestyle. So when he come into the crib and he hit the home office, he sees, well, actually, let me rewind. On paper, Cash Jones make $30,000-$40,000 a year. That's it. As a Social Security number, I don't make no money. So they looking at everything and they like, this don't add up. But what they failed to do was run everything. So when they hit that home office and they seen all these different corporations and they seen these cars under this corporation, these houses under this corporation, this under this, he then knew everything was justified on my side, right? Because even today, I don't have a person.
Why is they giving me?
I haven't had a personal bank account 15, 16 years. Everything I do is up under a court. I don't give a fuck. When I get gas, it's up under a court. Whatever I do is I'm operating up under a corporation. So they take my files, uncuff my wife. They take her. She had 2 guns, legal guns in her name.
Hey, Yael, did you catch that at about 10 minutes? Let's just say 9:58 to make sure they did that. How many guns was that? Well, we'll go to 9:49 and let's let it start there. But Yael, could you please make sure you let me know how many guns they took from Kimberly Jones?
When I get gas, it's up under whatever I do is I'm operating up under a corporation. So they take my files, uncuff my wife. They take her. She had 2 guns, legal guns in her name.
He
I
said
believe.
they.
I believe he said 2 legal guns in her name, right?
Mm-hmm.
But there was also another gun, the old pistol that was her father's. Am I correct?
Hey, you a pretty shot, brother.
Hey,
So wait a
brother. Hey,
minute.
listen, brother.
Yeah.
Iron sharpens iron, and we are the hammer and the nails to nail it in the coffin so these dudes don't get it often. You understand what I'm saying? This
No,
is
I
what
get
you
it.
do. Exposers!
So hit that like button on your way in. We just starting to cook, man. Hey, the oven's getting warm. We just starting to bake these busters, fry these clowns. So
Fry that pork belly. Pork butt.
Wack is saying that Kim got caught with 2 guns that's in her name. But if I recall, and we're going to go ahead and go back to that because I just want to be sure that Greg Kading didn't say that the only thing they found was an old gun that belonged to Kim's father, that he had gave her an old gun. I think we need to get to that. We could get back to this later. But he said it was 1 gun and it was in the father's name. So why would he even lie and say there was only 1 gun found and who name it was in on Clubhouse? This is some nasty work, bro. I'm just sitting here thinking about it. This is really some nasty work. Nigga got a deputized FBI agent, Detective Gregory Kading, right? Let's go to this, man. We got to go to this. Wack 100 brings Greg Kading. Greg K. See, this all you got to tap in. Wack 100 bring Greg Kading to Clubhouse, nigga. Nigga, that was one of the biggest snitch moves of that year, nigga. Let's get to my boy, man. CCTV Media Network. We gonna go to him. Let's go. Can you see this, y'all? Oh yeah, y'all can't see it.
Like working with the FBI before they're calling a guy like you that's investigating the case as serious as you have to say he's a reliable source.
Well,
Hey,
that's
Greg, explain to him the different level of informants you have, and that answers the question better.
Reggie, very
yeah.
familiar.
So there's a CI, which is a confidential informant. There's a CRI, which is a confidential, reliable informant. There's a witness. There's different levels of informants and sources of information, and so as cops, we're just going to listen to everybody. And in time, you prove whether or not they're reliable or not. But you don't just disregard somebody because you haven't proven their reliability. So, I don't know what Box had going on, the whole Main Street thing and all his drama and background going on with that case. I became involved in it later. But
I hope y'all paying attention to the live where Cash Jones says that, or CS2 Back says that Greg Kading is the lead investigator on the Stutterbox Deja 34. He just said he didn't know what was going on with Stutterbox at first. Let me play that again for y'all. Oh, y'all back.
As cops, we're just going to listen to everybody. And in time, you prove whether or not they're reliable or not. but you don't just disregard somebody because you haven't proven their reliability. So, I don't know what Box had going on, the whole Main Street thing and all his drama and background going on.
I don't know what Box had going on, the whole Main Street thing.
With that case, I became involved in it later.
I became involved with the whole Box and Main Street shit later.
But at that point in time, they're just saying, hey, you should talk to this guy. He may be able to give you some information that will help with your case. That's it.
Hey, Greg, so could you tell them what level they told you that he was? Was he reliable? Was he a CI? Had he worked in the past for them? Or what, if you could tell just a different level that that they represented to you that he was?
Yeah, and to be perfectly honest, I don't remember exactly what the, language was or what the, qualifications were. It was just like, hey, we have this guy, says he can help you guys out. We're working with him on something else. And so, give him the time to hear him out. And that's it. I don't remember if they said he was established as reliable.
You portrayed him as a reliable, meaning that he gave reliable information in the past in the movie. Just FYI.
Yeah, well, it's a movie, so, people do what they're going to do to make these stories more.
Reggie Wright is saying in the movie they portrayed Stutterbox as a reliable. Greg Kading said he can't recall offhand what kind of informant that Stutterbox was. Reggie says, well, in the movie, you portrayed him this way. And Greg Kading said, well, that's a movie. People are going to do what they got to do to sell tickets. So while Wack always says refer to the movie, y'all been missing and stopping to say, fuck a movie. That's for entertainment. Where's your paperwork, nigga? You was in that conference room. Where's your paperwork?
Or entertaining. I'm just telling you that what actually happened.
It was your movie. Box, hold on, Reggie. When you got with Box tells you that this guy that if you look into him, Mike could give you or lead you to him doing some illegal business with Suge Knight. That was his whole thing.
Yes.
And that guy was me.
Right.
So where did it go from there?
So we said, all right, we'll give this information the benefit of the doubt. And we began to kind of look at you and figure, okay, well, the claim is that they're doing interstate transportation of narcotics. And so we do what we do in order to determine if there's any truth to that. And so we start.
So he says they're looking into Wack because Box done told them that he's moving dope up the interstate for Suge Knight. This is what Box just said. And so they're looking for dope.
Start investigating you. And as you know, it runs its course. We don't find anything incriminating or anything to validate the claims that Box had made. And then
what steps did you take, Greg? Like the things happened to me was my home. Like y'all really fucking looked into me.
Yeah, we did. We looked into you. We wiretapped you and started to track your truck and do everything we could to verify whether or not the information that we were receiving was valid. And ultimately, it turned out not to be. We did a search warrant at your house and came up pretty much empty-handed, with the exception of some worn-out old gun that I think belonged to your wife's dad or some shit like that. And
we didn't come up with nothing, but let's get back to
started to track your truck and do everything we could to verify whether or not the information that
they tracking his truck because they're believing he's transporting drugs. So his truck was searched for dope. Let's go.
That we were receiving was valid, and ultimately it turned out not to be. We did a search warrant at your house and came up pretty much empty-handed, with the exception of some worn-out old gun that I think belonged to your wife's dad or some shit like that. And But that was it. It was a ultimately a fucking waste of time.
All right, so then I then came down to, I believe that's the federal headquarters on fucking Wilshire.
So he's admitting he went to federal headquarters, FBI headquarters on Wilshire.
I think in my representation at the time might have been Jeff Brody, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I guess the story is when I came down to Wilshire, I came down there to inform and not pick up whatever little items I had, or I don't know what the fuck that was. But
so I guess the story is that when I went down there with my representation, Jeff Brody, I went down there to inform. This is what Wack is telling Detective Greg Kading, a deputized FBI agent. The nigga said, he said, I went down there to inform. Hold on. Listen to this.
I believe that's the federal headquarters on fucking Wilshire. I think in my representation at the time might have been Jeff Brody, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I guess the story is when I came down to Wilshire, I came down there to inform and not pick up whatever little items I had, or I don't know what the fuck that was, but I know I had to come down to that Wilshire building, and I came down with my legal, which was Jeff Brody. I guess his whole narrative is I went to the Wilshire building to inform, which I don't know why I would have to inform because I was never subject to any arrests or anything like that. So you let them know what my trip down to the Wilshire building entailed.
My trip down to Wilshire building entailed. So, first of all, how much power and how powerful of an informant do you have to be to get the lead of the Joint Task Force, who was able to shut down the Main Street case to prioritize getting the LAPD off of this civil suit, $400 million, to get him to come on the Clubhouse and lie about how many guns was found at your house, to lie about 2 guns that was in his wife's name, Kimberly Jones, 2 guns in her name, and now we got another gun that's supposed to be Kim's father gun that was handed to her. How do you know that and confirm that came from Kim's father? I guess they just believe.
I mean, you know, I was married to her. So listen, when I was married to her, the father said, listen, Cass, take care of Kim. That's all you got. You got Kim, you got a mermaid, and you got this is what you got left, Cass. So you got to take care of the seed, even though your seed ain't gonna want to have those seeds and plant none because he want plants like him. He want to, he want branches. He don't want to put it in a hole to grow. But yeah, take this gun and protect my family. This is my daughter, Cass. I love her.
Hey, this is nasty work. But listen to this nigga. So he said that the things that tell him why I went up, I don't even remember what that was up there for. Tell him what that entailed in my journey to the FBI headquarters.
Yeah, so I remember that day, and you came down there, and we basically just confronted you on the allegations and, explained to you why we were doing what we were doing, giving you the opportunity, with the hopes that you would know something that could help us out.
We gave you the allegations. We confronted you. He said we confronted you with the allegations in hopes that you would provide us some information.
Turned out you really didn't have any information that was beneficial to what we were pursuing.
And you didn't have no information that was pertinent to what we were pursuing. See, he's saying he didn't give them no information about the Biggie case. Oh no, why would he do something like that? That's what they were pursuing.
That was it. You know, I said, hey, you know, here's why we're here. Here's how we got here. And this is all there, you know, ultimately is to it, unless you have something you want to tell us, which was.
So this is it. Unless you got something you want to tell us, which was.
Oh, he got something to tell her.
Essentially nothing.
Hey,
not
Duse.
nothing. Essentially nothing. Yeah.
Real quick. We got a super chat. Let's get to the super chat. We got Black Rampage 2 with the $9.99 super chat. Laughing emoji. The Wack 100 impersonation is on point. Hey, man.
Stand on media too, bro.
Man, stand on it media. Salute. Hey, listen, Black Rampage 2, man, we appreciate you. Thank you. And anything that is given to the Damu Kiwe Conversation team is highly appreciated. Blessings to you, your family, and your tribe, brother. Salute.
Salute. Hashtag who snitched on Poochie.
Damn.
Let's make this one go. Hashtag hip hop police. So he said essentially we unless you had something to tell us, which was essentially nothing. So you told them something, but it wasn't pertinent to what they was doing. Listen to that again. Then he's gonna say you was a source. Well, I can't say a source.
Here's why we're here. Here's how we got here. And this is all there, you know, ultimately is to it, unless you have something you want to tell us, which was essentially nothing.
All right. And then in your paperwork, I don't know. How was I referred to? Was I referred to Wack, Cash Jones? They have this Back name. I don't know who the fuck Back is. I don't know. I know I've never had that moniker, but you know, I don't know. Maybe it was some coded shit. Or how did you recall referring to me through all the paperwork when you guys were like listening in on my wiretaps? So like saying, okay, this is Wack, this is Cash Jones on the wiretap. What was I referred to in your because I've never looked over that paperwork, never had a need to. What was I referred to?
Well, you would have been identified as referred to most likely as like a target. And like your phone would have been target number, or your license plate would have been target whatever. It would have been, you know, clearly understandable to anybody reading it that this has something to do with this car, this phone, this person. You know, we wouldn't have referred to you as an informant because you never were. We would have referred to you as a target or a source of.
We would have referred to you as a target or a source of. Hold on,
you caught that?
Good.
He tried to like lazily explain that last part, some kind of source of something.
A confidential source. That's what he wanted to say and caught himself. Pay attention.
Clearly understandable to anybody reading it that this has something to do with this car, this phone, this person. You know, we wouldn't have referred to you as an informant because you never were. We would have referred to you as a target or a source of.
Or a source of I can't say that. Listen,
not a source of information because you.
Not a source of information because
you weren't even that.
You weren't even
so,
that. Wait. Bro, y'all really didn't catch this, bro?
He playing, bro. He's playing off of work. Some, because you would have been referred to some kind of a source or something, but you really wasn't that. Nigga, he was a confidential source. You can't reveal it, but you can subliminalize and say,
yeah, he wanted to be truthful for a minute. Let's play it one more time.
Would have been target, whatever. it would have been, clearly understandable to anybody reading it that this has something to do with this car, this phone, this person. We wouldn't have referred to you as an informant because you never were. We would have referred to you as a target or a source of, not a source of information because you weren't even that. So,
you weren't even that, but you were a source. That's what he wanted to say. You didn't have to believe me. He ended up saying, well, I can't say a source of information because you weren't even that. 137 confidential source. Back. But he says Kim's father's old gun, an old musket. You know what I'm saying? An old musket. But we just heard CS2 back say it was 2 guns. Let's get back to that real quick. You know what I'm saying? We're going to play that. I want y'all to hear. So 1 gun, 2 guns. Why would an agent on here who almost called him a source refrain from saying source and come up on here to lie about how many guns was found? Let's get back into this. We're going to back it up.
Well, actually, let me rewind. On paper, Cash Jones make 30, 40,000 a year. That's it. As a Social Security number, I don't make no money. So they looking at everything and they like, this don't add up. But what they failed to do was run everything. So when they hit that home office and they seen all these different corporations and they seen these cars under this corporation, these houses under this corporation, this under this, he then knew everything was justified on my side, right? Because even today, I haven't had a personal bank account 15, 16 years. Everything I do is up under a court. I don't give a fuck. When I get gas, it's up under a court. Whatever I do is I'm operating up under a corporation. So they take my files, uncuff my wife. They take her. She had 2 guns, legal guns in her name in the crib. They take those. Call my attorney. We go down to the federal building off of Wilshire and Sepulveda, whatever that shit is down there. Now, this one I knew what time it was. When I go up to the 50th or 60th floor, nigga, we come out the elevator, nigga, ain't nothing but FBI flak jackets walking around this motherfucker.
Crazy.
About 2 months, maybe about a month or 2 prior to this happening at my crib, Stutterbox invited me to this spot called Stevie's on the Strip, soul food restaurant. So when I get there, it's 2 females there. It's 2 females there, right?
He got choked up.
Now, most people move a certain way. I'm really an eyeball type of nigga. A lot of shit niggas do, Wack don't do, I ain't off into. So when I get there, it's him, it's 2 chicks at the table. I sit at the table. What up, Box? What you need me for? Oh, man, nigga, just, get you out the house, nigga, hang out a little bit. 2 women, 2 of my homegirls, this, that, and other. I said, oh, okay, yeah, how y'all doing? About 5 minutes, he said, I'm finna go to the bathroom. When he go to the bathroom, the chick start popping. She telling me she from New Orleans. She came
Come on.
out here to meet with this nigga. This bitch ass nigga ain't answering his phone. She come out every month to buy 5 keys, all this shit, right? So when she talking, I'm looking at the bitch, right? Bitch bad. So when Box come back, I tell him I gotta go to the bathroom. So I make my way to the bathroom. Instead of making the left, I make a hard right to valet. I get on up out of there, right? When I got to the 60th floor, T-Money, guess who I saw the FBI flak jacket? The bitch.
That's
right?
crazy.
The bitch.
Deuce, can you hear me?
Yeah.
The bitch.
Hey, let's get a the bitch in the chat.
Now my antennas go up.
The bitch.
Damn, I'm saying this nigga Bob Fox fucking with a fed and don't even know it. This one, I still ain't know what time it is, right? So we get into the conference room. They got like 7, 8 feds, whoever they little leader motherfucker is, whatever y'all call them motherfuckers. I'm sitting down, me and my attorney going crazy. We filing a lawsuit, harassment. Y'all embarrassed my client. He lives in a gated community. He can't live there anymore. Homeowners Association is filing complaints against him because you guys came the way you came. His neighbors are frowning upon him. All this shit. We playing for the bag, right? So dude says, well, we still got your client on 2 different situations.
We got your client on 2 different situations.
Like, is that right? We'll put him on the table. We walking out of here, right? So first situation, he said, well, we found firearms in the house. He's an ex-convict felon. He can't be around firearms, right? So
if it was just her dad's old gun and it was just one gun, why would he got up there? He said that he let him know the allegations against him in hopes that he would tell him something. That's what this is about. The gun case.
I stopped my attorney. I said, well, you ain't found no firearms in my house. He said, yes, we did. These firearms and such and such. I said, well, I ain't never seen them firearms in my life. He said, well, they registered to your wife. I said, well, what they got to do with me? He said, well, that's your wife. I said, okay, well, what the fuck they got to do with me? He said, well, you live in a home. I said, you can't prove I live in that home. Right? What, you got some cars that's registered to a corporation? Matter of fact, I said, can I go in my back pocket? I pull my wallet out. I slide the motherfucker my wallet. What's this? That's where I live. I've been a resident of Oklahoma since 2003. I got 13 houses on my portfolio. Which one you gonna put me in various states? Right? I said, you see that? Commercial driver's license. I'm a truck driver. So you putting some guns on me that's in a California residence, but yet I pay Oklahoma state taxes? Help me understand it. Let that go.
So the feds just let that go. He was better than his lawyer. This nigga right here better than Johnny Cochran, nigga.
Second thing they had against
me. Yeah.
Real quick, we got another super chat, brother.
Okay, let's get to it, King.
Man, we got another super chat. We got Drew V with the $20 super chat. Support for the brothers of the truth, Duse M's and Yael. Hey, Drew V, man. Appreciate you, brother. Salute to you. Appreciate any and everything that is given to the Damu Kiwe Conversation team. Salute to you, your family, and your tribe, brother.
Oh, yeah. Let's get back to it. Salute to you, King. Appreciate that.
They press play. Wiretap. This is why I know when I hear certain wiretaps was conspiracy, how they.
So there you got CS2 back on his bullshit, trying to muddy the waters of yet another investigation. You know, that's one of Reggie Wrong's words, muddy the investigation. You know what I'm saying? But we back to this content, man. We was breaking down yesterday. We could get into that now. I just wanted y'all to remember that conference room, you know what I'm saying? That they lied about. He got the FBI, deputized FBI agent, Darren Dupree and Greg Kading, right? Knowing what Michael Coed and them is saying, that this nigga got arrested, all of that to put his credibility on the line and say that they only found one gun. And Wack tries to stand on that too. The agent, the lead investigator, said it was only one gun. This nigga really got the police vouching for him. This shit is crazy. The game is over, my nigga. It's really over. Nigga bring the police to vouch to the street niggas that they not working with that police. This shit crazy. Let's go. Federal Bureau, Easy Litter. Oh, yeah, we're going to have to get back to it. I see what. The FBI, right? And then you log the number in. When you screenshot it and showed the picture of the number, the name logged into your phone, you spelled Bureau wrong. Federal Bureau of Investigations. He didn't put Federal Bureau of Investigation. He put Federal Bureau. He's illiterate. He's really not as smart as he claimed to be. Never mind me. Let me get back serious. So he said that they called him asking about Jay Prince. And
he said something.
The FBI is not going to call you. They show up at your door. Who has that kind of relationship with the FBI? Could it be when he was caught in Texas with 3 guns and 800 rounds of ammunition? We already broke that down on the Hip Hop Police Docu-Series. We called and talked to Debbie McLaughlin. Shout out to the head clerk down in Will, Texas, right? And
we love you, Debbie.
You told us that your case, that gun case,
everybody loves Debbie.
Under illegal search and seizure, right? But when we went through the paperwork, you see that was a lie. See, the motion to they wanted to suppress the evidence that was found, the guns, the report that the police took, everything based upon illegal search and seizure. That was denied. I want me to show it. I can show it. But
smart, Lou.
Shortly thereafter, Wack 100's lawyers put in a motion to have the case dismissed in the interest of justice. And he did something that was so convincing with no leverage in the case. Your motion to suppress was denied. And they believed that it was in the interest of justice that Cash being caught with 3 weapons and 800 rounds of ammunition with him on the street without serving prison time or being prosecuted. That's a fact. So these are the things that he's trying to argue, miscellaneous bullshit that could be cleared up and proven, and to dismiss his shit right now. World Star, y'all need to be paying me my dog and holler at me. I give y'all what's gonna get y'all up off that little punk ass lawsuit, man. They said anti-SLAPP. He trying to stop the he's trying to stop the freedom of speech, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Let me get to this real quick. We're gonna start knocking this shit down.
Oh, hold on. We gotta go through that document.
This is all about the documentary, the lawsuit with World Star Hip Hop. Damn, they got that thing pumping. Let's turn that off real quick. All right. Boom. Let's go ahead and bring that up. Here it go right here. So let me show y'all this. I don't know why it's not showing this. Hold up. Let's see where y'all at. Oh yeah, y'all there, but y'all can't see it. Why they not let me show y'all? Yeah, they really not letting me show none of this. This is crazy. All right, I could read it for y'all though. Damn, but reading it ain't the same. Why is StreamYard tripping? Hold on, let me get up on here first. Maybe that's what it is. Or do I need to stop? Present. Share screen. I know what I'm finna do. We're gonna go over here like this. Like, what was canceled? Yeah, sharing screen. Bear with me, man. We having a little technical difficulty, but I definitely need to show y'all the documents of CS2 Back lawsuit against World Star Hip Hop. World Star Hip Hop has replied with an anti-SLAPP motion. Oh yeah, here we go right now. So you got on January 17th, 2025, you have notice, the defendant's notice of withdrawal of joint stipulation and proposed order continuing anti-SLAPP motion hearing and pre-hearing deadline. So what that means for those who are lay litigators like myself is the defendants being Media Lab, LA, or IA, depending on which term you're utilizing it in, who is the parent company of World Star Hip Hop, had agreed with Wack 100's attorneys based on the fire to postpone the hearing. They both stipulated, okay, we're gonna put it off because of the fire that happened in the valley. Okay, cool. Now, before that, World Star Hip Hop and its parent company filed a motion to dismiss Cash Jones' lawsuit alleging anti-SLAPP laws. And the court is set to hear it, and now they want to bump it up. They don't want to wait no more. Now that the fire's up, everything's back to normal, let's bump this date up a little bit, right? Yeah, they want to get this over with. They're tired of playing with this dude and his handlers, right? Because his handlers are the ones that got these attorneys filing this miscellaneous bullshit lawsuit to save face that he was exposed by the Damu Kiwe Conversation. It's confidential source 2 Back in the documentary that we put out. So, what is anti-SLAPP? Short for strategic lawsuits against public participation. SLAPPs have become an all too common tool for intimidating and silencing criticism through expensive, baseless legal proceedings. That's what the SLAPP laws are. And this is what the motion to dismiss his lawsuit, this is what Media Lab is arguing in court. Anti-SLAPP laws are meant to provide a remedy to SLAPP suits. Anti-SLAPP laws are intended to prevent people from using the courts and potential threats of lawsuits to intimidate people who are exercising their First Amendment rights, the freedom of speech. Wack 100, CS2 Back, then had his handlers hire an attorney to file a SLAPP suit against World Star Hip Hop to take down the viral video exposing him as CS2 Back. That was an intimidation tactic. He's trying to demonstrate his power. He's trying to demonstrate his money and resources. Cause shut that shit up. See, 3 million views in 4 days is beyond viral. I don't think he's ever had a video yet that's done 3 million in 4 days. Not one. But check this out. In terms of reporting news, organizations and individual journalists can use anti-SLAPP statutes to protect themselves from the financial threat of a groundless defamation case brought by a subject of an enterprise or investigative story. Listen, man, groundless defamation cases. World Star is saying that Wack 100 is trying to stop my freedom of speech, exposing him as CS2 back, and violate my First Amendment rights in terms of reporting, news, organizations, and individual journalists. So what they're saying is journalism, that Wack was exposed as CS2 back, and that Wack is filing these baseless defamation suits to try to intimidate people, and they cite the anti-SLAPP laws. Let me get down to the bottom. We're gonna skip a lot. I want to know if y'all could get this, man. I know it's a little complicated, but I wanted y'all to know this is where we're at on the lawsuit. That's Wack's lawsuit filed against Media Labs, World Star Hip Hop. Now, let me get into my lawsuit. Matter of fact, I gotta mail this off in the morning. Let me see. Oh yeah, we ready to file our shit in the courts. We had did the copyright claims board, but then on further consideration, the award isn't enough. Let me see where we at. We supposed to be going to Gmail. Demand for payment. Let's go here. All right. Let me share this with y'all. Oh, y'all can already see it. All right, so we on. Let's go. So we sent this to Cash Jones attorneys, 400 South Beverly Drive, Suite 240. That's T. Richards, that's Sing and Tribman Law, that's Sing. Then we also sent this demand to YouTube and their address, and then the other defendants, Media Labs, LA. This is their legal. Copyright infringement of film. Wack 100 and the snitch allegations. Copyright registration number PA 24082 376. To whom it may concern, this corporation represents Active Chucks Entertainment and Mr. Lamonte Sims, a.k.a. Duse M, Mr. Sims, or copyright claimant. Mr. Sim owns and or controls the exclusive rights to the film. Wack 100 and the snitch allegations. The works. Copyright registration number PA 2482 376, registration. On or about February 13, 2024, Mr. Sims registered the copyright for the work. Please find a copy of the registration attached herein as Exhibit A. Mr. Sims did not authorize the display of the video, including the work. It has come to the attention of Mr. Sims that your company has created, distributed, rented, sold, and or displayed the documentary, which contains an excerpt of the work. Claiming ownership of the documentary was not authorized by Mr. Sims or anyone associated with Mr. Sims. This resulted in direct copyright infringement. Mr. Sims demands, because World Star has claimed that this video is mine. I'll show y'all that also, that this video is theirs, or they thought this video was theirs. And then we also got Cash Jones claiming that this video belongs to him, to my YouTube page. Mr. Sims demands that you immediately cease and desist the distribution, rental, sale, and or streaming of the documentary. Wack 100 exposed for being an alleged informant documentary. Please be advised that taking down the work as infringed does not absolve you of liability. This demand is privileged from disclosure pursuant to Federal Rules 408, please provide this letter to your general liability carriers or other providers of insurance that may cover this claim. You have made wrongful and unauthorized use of the works constituting an infringement of Mr. Sims' copyrights in violation of United States Copyright Act 17 U.S.C. Section 101, inter sequa, as well as other common law and statutory rights by reproducing, displaying, distributing, altering, and otherwise commercially exploiting the work via, at minimum, the infringed use of the work. This unauthorized use of the work may also constitute knowing, willful, and flagrant violations to Mr. Sims' rights in and to the work and make you subject to the many remedies available to Mr. Sims, including, without limitation, an award of damages, statutory damages, if applicable, payment of attorney fees, if applicable, and the entry of immediate and permanent injunctive relief. Additionally, as mentioned above, Mr. Sims registered the work with the United States Copyright Office, and upon information and belief, all such registrations predate the infringing use or unauthorized claims to interest into the work. Furthermore, you have wrongfully distributed a documentary in violation of 17 U.S.C. 1202 by failing to properly credit Mr. Sims as the copyright holder by illegally authorizing Label Engine and or Cash McElroy Jones to collect royalties and monies in relation to this documentary. Thus, not only has Mr. Sims not been properly identified as the actual copyright holder, Label Engine and Cash Jones have fraudulently claimed copyrights to YouTube. Oh, we must have lost Yael. Hold on. My bad. I just heard you pop back in, Killer.
Damu Kiwe Conversations.
Let's get back to it. So, not only has Mr. Sims not been properly identified as the actual copyright holder, Label Engine and Cash Jones have fraudulently claimed copyrights to YouTube, striking Sims' YouTube channel, Active Chucks, resulting in Sims suffering additional damages. See Exhibit B, and I'll show you guys that also. Demand is accordingly made that you and all of your agents, affiliates, or licensees immediately and permanently cease and desist from the reproduction, display, distribution, and or exploitation of the work, both physically and digitally, and other unauthorized uses of Mr. Sims' owned and or controlled property. 2, immediately provide our office with all documentation of all licenses, agreements, and other authorizations, if any, by or pursuant to which you claim any rights to reproduce, display, distribute, or otherwise exploit the work. B, the identity, including the names, addresses, phone numbers, and email addresses of all parties associated with your use of the infringed work, including, without limitation, the individual who initially posted the infringed work on your website, and all other vendors, persons, or entities involved in the reproduction, display, distribution, or exploitation of the infringed work. C, copy of all accountings, books, records, and statements related to the reproduction, display, distribution, or other exploitation of the infringed works, including, without limitation, related to the infringed use of the work. D, a list of all other uses of the work exploited by you or your affiliates, and copies of all web pages, videos, advertisements, or other materials related to the same. E, a representation of all activity, whether commercial or non-commercial, with respect to the infringed work, ceased immediately upon receipt of this correspondence, if not prior hereto, and will not be resumed in the future, absent written authorization from copyright claimant. And F, a representation that the information furnished to our office pursuant to the following is true and accurate. 3, permanently preserve any and all documents and records relating to this matter, including without limitation all physical records or electronic data which may be relevant and or discoverable in the event of litigation. The failure to preserve such information pertaining to this matter will be considered spoliation of evidence and could subject all applicable parties to additional criminal or civil liabilities. Make payment to Mr. Sims in the amount of $5 million, pending review of a complete accounting of the books and records regarding the exploitation of the infringed works. This correspondence is a confidential settlement communication and is not intended to be a complete resuscitation of the facts or circumstances relevant to this matter. Nothing herein will be deemed an admission or waiver of any copyright claimant's rights or remedies. All rights and remedies are expressly reserved and none are waived. On this date, I declare on the penalty of perjury that the aforementioned is true to the best of my recollection. Sincerely, Active Chucks Entertainment. And then you got Duse Sims, and I dropped it low. You know what I'm saying? So that's
Duke Sims the Don. That's what you should have said that part.
oh yeah. Well, I know most of y'all really believe CS2 back when he told y'all that I wasn't nobody, and damn, I was trying to give you a beam, Messy, my bad. And he told y'all I wasn't nobody in the industry and I was a wannabe rapper and I wanted to be an executive, but I studied the DMCA. You know what I'm saying? The Digital Millennial Copyright Act. So let's take a minute real quick. Let's go up to me. So I had a viral hit. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, we're going to go ahead and get into that. Hold on. Hey, turn up, man. Y'all acting like y'all don't know where y'all at. Let's see where that's at. Okay, boom.
Damu Kiwe Conversations.
We gonna show y'all some little things. You know what I'm saying? Take y'all a couple places. You know what I'm saying? So I was in level 4 prison. Lamonte Sims versus Amazon Inc. Level 4 180 prison yard. And I filed a lawsuit against Amazon defendants, Amazon Inc., SoundCloud, John Doe's 1 through 50 inclusive, and YouTube against 53 defendants who infringe upon my copyright. If you look right here, cause of action, 17 USC subsection 501, that's copyright law. That's the Digital Millennial Copyright Act. And then you see, this was in May 2024, so this was an updated, I filed it in 2019. It took me all the way to get into court to then, and then after I was out about a year and a half, they settled out. They settled out because I understand my rights as a creative, as an exclusive copyright holder, and the power and the equity within that portfolio. So that was with the Hit Your Bremen. Let me get into this. Hey, yo, nigga, you ain't the only nigga that was a rapper, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Duse M dropped, hey, where you at, like 9-10 million on that video now?
Probably so. But you
well,
know, right? You already know.
Up. I know that was boring, bro. All that legal stuff. I know a lot of people gonna find that boring, right? But so we gonna go ahead and we gonna take y'all. Back, man. Tell me if y'all recognize anybody, especially with the blue chucks and the red strings on. A nigga active chucked out. Hey, turn up, man. I know y'all was bored. Hit that like button. Let's go.
Why? I never hit my rolling. Bitch, I hit my brimming. Niggas want problems on the set, we can get it. I'm a fruit town menace. The deuces with the business. The VNs too, and big fingers told you niggas now. Bitch, hit your brimming. Bitch, hit your brimming. Bitch, hit your brimming. Now all my homies feel it. Bitch, hit your brimming. Bitch hit your brimming. Bitch hit your brimming. Now all my homies feel it now. Bitch hit your brimming. Go on and watch me do that. Me and my niggas in the two-door Kulak. And niggas don't want none like I'm the one to shoot at. Do that. And I've sent my whole fucking crew back. Now fuck with this brimming. Fuck with this brimming. I had your whole house sprayed from the floor to the ceiling. And don't forget to mention, the news will talk the killings. Me and my niggas be going hard for this brimming. Now fuck you niggas feelings. I'm fingers with the business. I'm brimming since beginning. I ain't stopping till I finish. I done told you motherfuckers, I'm a Fruit Town menace. Now watch me do my dance. Nah, fuck it, hit my brimming. Bitch hit your brimming. Bitch hit your brimming. Like, bitch hit your brimming. Bitch hit your brimming like this. Like this. Bitch hit your brimming. Bitch hit your brimming. Never hit my rolling. Bitch, I hit my brimming. Niggas want problems on the set. We could get it. I'm a Fruit Town menace. And the Deuces with the business. VNs too and Big M told you niggas now. Bitch hit your brimming. Bitch hit your brimming. Bitch hit your brimming. Now all my homies with it. Bitch hit your brimming. Bitch hit your brimming. Bitch hit your brimming. Now all my homies feel it.
Bitch hit your brimming. Things in Duse M's in the West Side FHN into the building. Back to the money after 10-year sentence. With the Mac, you want that? Knapsacks get pushed back. You ain't heard the fruits back. Fly as ever. Louis belt and loafers. Brim with the red feather. One up, one down. 7 drive of the town. Fruitorious 30s. Beware these 30 rounds will make you dance like Tommy's clown. Crimson the crown. Till you like nut and tie. Norman died. Fades down. Stay down through the county. You can check my stats. Not a Maury, but went hard in the paint like that. All I stayed is facts. From West Side recruiting. Put them on, take them shooting. 50 to the Deuces, it's the hit squad dime. The name is Duse Sims, and if you with the suit whooping, bitch, hit your brimming.
Never hit my rolling. Bitch, I hit my brimming. Niggas want problems on the set. We could get it. I'm a Fruit Town menace. The Deuces with the business. VNs too and Lil Nino told you niggas now. Bitch, hit your brimming. Bitch, hit your brimming. Bitch, hit your brimming. All my homies with it now. Bitch, hit your brimming. Bitch hit your brimming. Bitch hit your brimming. Now all my homies with it now.
I brim walking in the function like woo. It's me no brim, L-I-L, never deuce. And if a nigga got a problem, air him out, I'ma shoot. I two-step and I slide like braids. Bitch niggas thought they murked me, but I only got grays. Big diamonds in my ear, so you know I'm fucking straight. Nah, I ain't from great, but your beat got raped. Yeah, I'm dripping 30s, but I don't do the rolling. Been banging since the 90s. Brand new chapter, gang, rep the both factors. Young gunners, flirt my little bastards. And I'ma rep the both fruit hard, but you know, down to the nest. We west through these young streets, N-R-N-O-B. Banging big B's, do fingers, no thumb. Apple, peach, and plums to the harvest, to the nest. We'll leave your body numb. This that
never hit my rolling. Bitch, I hit my brimming. Niggas want problems on the set. We could get it. I'm a Fruit Town menace. The Deuces with the business. VNs too. T-Wrench told you niggas now. Bitch, hit your brimming. Bitch hit your brimming. Bitch hit your brimming. Now all my homies with it now. Bitch hit your brimming. Bitch hit your brimming. Bitch hit your brimming. Now all my homies with it now.
Fucking with the homies and you know that we turned up. FHN, nigga, you know that we stay buck. Catch us in the club, nigga, doing our own dance. A real YG, 2 steps in our own pants. I never hit the rolling, I leave you like Ricky. Catch us in the fruit gang, banging with the 50s. I'm a Harbor Park menace, the Fruit Town business. Fucking all the bitches, all the enemies know the bitches. Now, bitch, hit your brimming. This Harbor Park menace. Slip at that Slauson, I give you the business. Bitch, hit your brimming. Bitch, hit your brimming. Bitch, hit your brimming. Bitch, hit your brimming.
Never hit my rolling. Bitch, I hit my brimming. Niggas want problems on the set. We could get it. I'm a Fruit Town menace. And the Deuces with the business. VNs too. And Big Nino told you niggas now. Bitch, hit your brimming. Bitch, hit your brimming. Bitch, hit your brimming. Now all my homies with it now. Bitch, hit your brimming. Bitch hit your brimming. Bitch hit your brimming. Now all my homies with it.
I hit my brimming and I'm ruthless as niggas get the loosest. The West Side fruities, VN and the Deuces. Blood walking in the beehive, been doing this as knee high. Belling through the halls of O'Shea with my deuce fire. Always hit a rolling. I never hit a Ricky. I bick it with the rallies. The hunters fucking with me. Cause I'm brim with the chickens. I'm brim with your knee high. I'm brim from the 8 all the way to the fizz eye. So catch me in the 30s. East side of Normandy. You niggas might be close, but you niggas not horming. Cause I'm really with this brimming. Y'all really with the snitching. The homie got an L. Y'all can't fuck with this brimming.
I never hit my rolling. Bitch, I hit my brimming. Niggas want problems on the set. We could get it. I'm a Fruit Town menace. And the Deuces with the business. The VNs too and G Nut told you niggas now. Bitch, hit your brimming. Bitch, hit your brimming. Bitch, hit your brimming. All my homies with it now. Bitch, hit your brimming. Bitch, hit your brimming. Bitch, hit your brimming. Now all my homies with it now.
Hey, hit your brimming. G-Nutter never compromise. Y'all call them gangbangers. Nigga, this my entourage. Food Harvard-nessing. Dubs BPSing. Mafia Lane Athens, Millers, and IFing. Bonnie on the bebop. Bishop, Swans. Every dog in Inglewood. Barson, Bobton. AFC Outlaws. Whole pop root click. Villains and the Pueblos. Cause I ain't with the bullshit. Official and a rapper. I ain't got a diss. Hopping out of something beefy with an iced up wrist. BIP braids on my 10-9 shit. Bitch, hit your brimming, I hit mines like this. Attracted to the fruits, apple, peach, lemon. She say she got a spot that her man ain't hitting. Slid her the cell number, all 10 digits. So when that nigga tripping, bitch, hit your brimming.
I never hit my rolling. Bitch, I hit my brimming. Niggas want problems on the set, we could get it. I'm a Fruit Town menace. The Deuces with the business. VNs too, and YDM told you niggas now. Bitch, hit your brimming. Bitch, hit your brimming. Bitch, hit.
The hit your brimming dance.
Bitch, hit your brimming. Bitch, hit your brimming. You see Duse M and y'all L team is winning.
Hey, now we couldn't compete with with that hit Yael got, you know what I'm saying? That thing did a whole lot more. But we took our little, matter of fact, let me show y'all little numbers, you know what I'm saying? We screenshotted it. The video blew up, right? We had dropped it on the RNS mixtape. Damn, where the hell is that video at with the numbers? Hold on. We could definitely, there it go right there. Boom. Let me show y'all this. Bam. So that was when it was in 7 years, it was at 1.4 thousand just on that video. 1.4 million just on that video, right? So, a classic, right? But even more than that, let me see if I can navigate fast and get y'all up on some of this. Boom. Let me see if y'all can see that. That's on Kanye West page. Yeezy's people. About 3 years ago, this was on his website. And he talks about the hit your brimming, how big the movement was, the hit your moving, hit your rolling, or whatever, the competition. And we basically bend the way, coast to coast mixtapes, hit your brimming, Duse M's. Let me see if y'all can see this one. Let me blow that up. So when y'all listen to these weirdos and they lie and they tell you these niggas is wannabes, Bang That Volume 3, Hit Your Brimming, Duse M's, Fingers, Bang That Volume 3, 2016. Got Nipsey Hussle and YG. In fact, CS2 Back Artist, The Game had a song on there. YG and Nipsey Hussle had that Fuck Donald Trump. Spider Loc had Beautiful World. So when you talking about trying to be a rapper, I'm an independent, I'm a CEO of an independent record label and an artist, which means I wear many hats. You know what I'm saying? I continue to help brothers make sure they properly register their intellectual property so they don't get jerked. I've done admin deals with multiple people, help them collect their mechanical royalties. A lot of artists don't even know how to do that. And whether it was going through Cobalt or BMG, I got plugs. E1, I got plugs also. You know what I'm saying? Even more than that, I got plugs with TV. But that was Hit Your Brimming. I ended up getting a bag off of those people wrongfully utilizing my intellectual property without authorization. That's why you're kind of like incentivized to properly register your shit, because you qualify for statutory damages and you also qualify for reasonable attorney fees as long as you got your certificate of registration. Within that, there's equity. You know what I'm saying? This is commerce, right? Once you register, it's like the registration to a house. There's a mortgage within it, right? So say the Beatles catalog is worth $1.2 billion. That was the certified valuation on the Beatles catalog. Michael Jackson had owned 50% of it. which meant 600 million, which his family sold after he was after he passed away. But when people like say this situation where you got CS2 back sending paperwork claiming that my intellectual property is his, right? Like this shit is really crazy when you think about it, right? This nigga sent something to YouTube. We finna get to the evidence right now, right? Telling them that he was the copyright holder of this intellectual property that I properly registered. Y'all know I know how it go. And let's see if we could pull this up real quick. Boom. Okay, let's go. Oh yeah, we got it. Got him. It didn't even take that long. So hit that like button. Hey, listen, man, this is some real game, man. Tap in on this channel. Take the student of life class. You can learn exactly what I learned. You could be a fisherman. But right here, if you pay attention, a removal request issued by Cash Jones. Wack 100. Look. Content. Wack 100. CS2 Hip-Hop Police. Content found. Entire video removal request issued by Cash Jones. Look at this one, another one. Cash Jones. He's trying to take, he basically said under copyright. Let me back this up a little bit for you. We have received the copyright removal request for your, based on applicable copyright law. We removed your video from YouTube. My video. Wack 100 CS2 Hip Hop Police. You received the copyright strike. So he's playing with my money, my ability to build equity into this intellectual property and the value therein. So when you intentionally directly infringe upon the copyrights of someone else, you qualify for statutory damages. Let me go to that real quick. Under copyright law, what is the award for direct copyright infringement? So once we finish this, we'll get back into the video and the content, but I definitely want to take some time out with something constructive. So let me see, can y'all see this? Oh yeah, y'all can't see that. Boom. We're gonna stop sharing. Boom. Start sharing. Yeah, you with me, bro?
Damu Kiwe Conversations.
So in a direct copyright infringement case, a copyright owner can seek statutory damages ranging from $750 to $30,000 per work infringed, with the potential for increased damages of up to $150,000 per work if the infringement is found to be willful. Like if you just did that with malice, if you knew that work wasn't yours. Kind of sound like CS2 back. You know what I'm saying? But you also get reasonable attorney fees. So you qualify for statutory damages if you registered it. Even if you didn't register it and you get you an attorney, you will still be protected by the law for actual damages and profits, right? Willful infringement increases the thing. Other remedies, in addition to damages, a copyright owner can also seek an injunction to prevent further infringement. A court can also assess costs and attorney fees in its discretion. So $150,000 in statutory damages is what you qualify up. That's World Star Hip Hop. That's Media Lab, that's YouTube, and that's Cash Jones in his own capacity, his individual capacity. Let's get back to this content. But that's where we at with them. Tomorrow I'll be mailing off the complaint to the court because I need to get the statutory damages. I think this was it. Let's go. What's this? Let's close that. All right. Wait, let me show you how big this was before we go to all of that. Let's go. So that was on No Jumper, right? Y'all want to know the influence? 6,000 subs, almost heading down 7. Join us, subscribe. You have me right now.
Uh-oh. Hey, yo, Chris Collective. What's up, LA? But check this out, y'all. I just seen something that said Wack 100 was a federal informant. Uh-oh.
They politics. So that's another one. Hold on. I'm telling you, it was all over. Y'all ain't finna take this moment from us. I got a curriculum on this channel, bro, on YouTube. You gotta subscribe.
And there's a whole documentary on it. And it's crazy. All right, y'all, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. If you haven't seen it or you haven't heard, check it out on World Star. Wack 100 is being exposed for being an alleged informant. And there's a whole documentary on it. And it's crazy because his whole motto is no snitching, and he don't mess with rats. He's with the streets and all the politics. But there is literally audio of him on a recorded phone call. There's a wiretap, I'm pretty sure. And basically, man, this dude's ratting, snitching, setting people up, and it's just all being exposed, literally on World Star. And the people are doing a sit down talking on it. So Wack 100's got a lot of explaining to do, man, because man, I see why he likes 6ix9ine, because that boy was ratting on everything. These boys be telling. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Y'all gotta check.
Shout out Glow Cartel, man. We wanted to make sure that the people heard your voice, man. Your voice was heard, King. I agree with that. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, we got more.
Dudes, did you hear that?
Without them going see for real if you really read it. So that go, World Star and them will do anything. They'll post anything. All them little blogs will post anything for some money. They don't give a damn. They'll tarnish your character or whatever. They don't care about telling the truth or nothing. Hey, Wack be talking a lot of bullshit, but he right about this, and y'all dirty for that, bro. They don't give a damn. They'll tarnish your character or whatever. They don't care about telling the truth or nothing. Hey, Wack be talking a lot of bullshit, but he right about this, and y'all dirty for that.
And let him know why does he empathize with a rat? 2013. You seen the documentary and you don't get that he's a rat? Why are you defending this rat?
Mariners in the
building.
building.
Let's go to this other.
I see you.
Boom. This is one of my guys. Right? Shout out to my boy, Street Certified News. Chi-Town, the rack is in the building.
Yeah, Gina.
Gotta show some love to the rack, man. I'm gonna call y'all back. You already know what it is, man. The rack. Let's get to it.
Grew up here, and so did a lot of the girls.
Break it down.
The script stated that a man.
Oh, we gonna go all the way to the beginning.
I thought I'd have to choose between an IT degree and certifications until I found WGU.
Let's get active.
There I earned both through one program. I graduated with certs from CompTIA and others at no extra cost. Learn more at
Wow. 5 minutes. Damu Kiwe Conversations.
Shout out Big Bo. Shout out Walker.
I'm certified, man.
TMI.
Yo.
BMG
Ceramic
is a
Cell Guapo,
distribution
man.
company that
Street
does that
Certified News.
also.
And we back with another one. As you can see from the title, man, this week, man, we get real deep, man. The boy Wack 100. A few months ago, there were some interviews that came out from the dude, Robert Ross, aka Stutterbox, as well as Mark Stevens. Shout out, man, big OG Spider Lope, man. You know what I'm saying? They came on his podcast and they told, a story that was very compelling. You know what I'm saying? Also, man, shout out the boy Duse, man, Apple Chucks. He's actually the director of the video about Wack 100 that's currently at like 2 million views on WorldStar right now. It's on their website as well as their YouTube channel.
Oh yeah, they
you know
in
what
the
I'm saying?
conference room
We
again
dug
right
into this story, man. We wanted to start from like the most unbiased place possible. You know what I'm saying? In the past, we have made videos. You know what I'm saying? We have made fun of Wack 100, but like I said, man, when we saw a video on
that nigga
WorldStar,
not going to jail.
that
That
necessarily
nigga Luke's
didn't
got
convince us
immunity, man.
that, bro was
He
a
ain't
wreck.
going to jail.
You know what I mean? We really went into
nigga with
this
immunity
story
going
like
to jail
as
for
unbiased
anything.
as possible, so that, you know what I'm saying, we could give you guys the best story. And like I said, man, the information we're going to provide in this video, man, we stand on it 100%. Is literally, we did all the due diligence we could. Before we get started, we need everybody to stop, smack the like button, man. Man, let's get this video to 1,000 likes, man. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we say 500, sometimes we say 400, 300. Man, let's run this video to 1,000 likes. Like I said, man, we did our due diligence in this video. We reached out to people. You know what I'm saying? We checked paperwork. We did everything we could possibly do to bring you guys like the most accurate story on this whole Wack 100 CS2 situation. You know what I'm saying? So this week.
Nah, bro, it don't work like that. Salute to Drew V. Drew V said, so YouTube just took Wack's word and ran with it without an investigation and had the video taken down off of my channel. Yeah, that's what YouTube did, taking down my video. Also, damn, I didn't even show that. WorldStar had been collecting my money the whole time. They're saying like they thought it was my video. I'll show that later. But let's get back into this.
Story, how the boy Wack 100 exposed himself as a federal informant, and how all of this started with the Main Street Mafia Crips and LA Lakers star Shaquille O'Neal, man. Sound crazy already, I know, man. Hey, with no further ado, man, let's get right into it. February 2008, record producer and alleged Mafia Crip Robert Ross, while parked on the Sunset Strip in Hollywood, California, is approached by men he believed to also be associated with the Main Street Mafia Crips. These men directed Mr. Ross to follow them to a different location, to the home of Main Street Crip leader Liddell Del Dog Rose. It was there where Robert Ross, aka Stutterbox, would testify he was beaten and told to fix his problems with Mark Stevens, a business manager who worked closely with Shaquille O'Neal. Ross would go on to testify that he also formerly worked for Shaquille O'Neal and Stevens as a music producer for artists signed to the record label Deja 34. This part of the story was like super important, man. Like I said, researching this story, man, the Main Street Mafia Crips popped up, as well as the dude Shaquille O'Neal, man. We gonna get into kind of how it all ends later, but we really wanted y'all to kind of see this part of the story because it's like a lot of coincidences, as well as, you know what I'm saying, Wack 100, you know, many times inserting himself into certain situations, including eventually this one. We really wanted to tell y'all this part, but we promise y'all it's gonna get to Wack. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, court records would show that Robert Ross would testify that while he worked for Shaq, because of Ross's criminal past, would sometimes ask him to like do weird shit that he didn't feel like was in the, you know, music producer's job title. It's also alleged around this time that Robert Ross, aka Stutterbox, he met Shaq's wife and allegedly may have had an affair with her and secretly recorded a sex tape.
this sex tape would be something that Ross would admit that he told Shaq and Mark Stevens about only weeks before this encounter with the Main Street Crips. In July of 2008, after word was spread about the kidnapping, ultimately affecting Ross's business, the disgruntled producer would take his information to the LA County Sheriff, claiming Shaq and Mark Stevens paid the Main Street Crips to kidnap him and get him to give up the tape. Also during this meeting, Robert Ross would admit the sex tape was a hoax meant to extort Shaq and Stevens for a larger cut in their music business. As a result, a wiretap would be placed on Mark Stevens and Ladell Rowell's phone. Now let's get to Wack 100. Wack 100, aka Cash Jones, by 2008, is a part-time music manager, part-time street politician, and full-time trucking company CEO. Being a former associate of Suge Knight and a Blood Gang member, Wack admits many people in the streets looked at his successful trucking company as a front. But Wack says he always did legitimate business through his companies. It was also during this time that Wack 100, aka Cash Jones, claims he was neighbors with a high-ranking Crip named Stutterbox, aka Robert Ross. Coincidentally, Wack 100 also at this time managed Reggie, who was signed to a joint venture between Mark Stevens' label and Suge Knight's Death Row Records. Like I said, man, doing the research on this video, like we ran into like hella weird coincidences like that. Bro lived next door to him. They became friends. He also was in business with Mark Stevens through Death Row Records and Ray J. And it was just a million different ways that like this story was twisting and turning, man. And it kind of like, it slowed me down. For people that don't know, that video hit World Star maybe like 2 days ago. During the process of, doing our research, we happened to reach out to LAOG Spider Lope. We spoke with him and he introduced us to the boy Duse. For people who don't know, we got Spider Lope on the call, and then just give him your name, bro. Just so that everybody understand, like, where you come from.
I'm Duse M, CEO of Active Chucks, and I also run the podcast, Damu Kiwe Conversations. Wack 100 interviewed with academics in Tekashi 6ix9ine. I'm a blood, homie, like from South Central LA. That's not something we condone, and that reflects on my community. So I seen him in Death of the Cloud Chaser room, Big Chuck room, and I questioned him on that. Like, he was talking about Big U going to see Jim Jones, and I'm like, well, he said, well, yeah, he gonna fuck with him because he haven't seen no paperwork. I said, well, rightfully so. You know what I'm saying? Till you see the paperwork, you don't just treat him up. You don't go do a crime with him because you hear speculation, but you don't just, jump to no conclusions. He was like, yeah, that's how I go. I said, okay, but what in your situation, you don't need to see the paperwork. Tekashi 6ix9ine is publicly exposed as a federal informant, this and that. You don't see the hypocrisy in that? And then we went back and forth, and he was like, look, I see you understand the street shit, but where I'm at with my business, you not there, but I wasn't supposed to come in this room. I think the reason I came in this room was to get with you. If you want to do business and whatever you got going on, you need some help, holler at me. I hit him in his back channel and let him know, I ain't on no bullshit with you. I just did 8 years in state prison, 10 years before that in federal prison. But I ain't trying to deal with you because I'm looking at it like he's a potential rat.
Following Ross,
they think that, for those who think that I'm lying, well, I done already showed y'all that. You know what I'm saying? Wack lies and says I wanted to do business with him. But he wanted to do business with me and offered, and I denied it.
AKA Stutterbox, telling the authorities about him being kidnapped by his own gang. He would go on to seemingly continue to live the same gangster lifestyle. No one had yet known Main Street was under investigation, and no one knew Ross was the main witness. In an interview with Bomb First, Wack 100 claims that he became friends with Stutterbox because they were neighbors and that they would occasionally hang out with girls. Wack 100 would go on to claim that one of the women he hung out with, he would later go on to see at the Wilshire Federal Building, dressed in a law enforcement uniform. Wack would go on to claim that these girls that he met while hanging out with Robert Ross, aka Stutterbox, you know, they asked him about drug buys and different things like this happened when he would hang out with him. You know, in his interviews, he claims that it's these types of encounters that he believed led to an investigation on him. And, you know, that's why his house was raided and all of these things. And like I said, it sounds very convenient. It sounds very plausible. But in later years, when Wack speaks about this arrest, and even when, you know, he goes and gets cops to speak on his behalf about this arrest, it's never about drugs. And you know, he claims that these women who were with Robert Ross, aka Stutterbox, you know, he claims that these women were asking him about kilos and drugs, and I guess, you know, they thought maybe he used his trucks to transport drugs. But then when he gets his house raided, it's not about drugs. These type of stories, man, is very important. That, you know, like I said, we don't want to be first, man, but we want to be right. And the big thing about this,
hey man, that's 100% fact. Wack never. He says that they said he was caught on wiretap, but he never says drugs. But if you pay attention, that's what he's trying to get off of. He said that they're thinking that they got him on wiretap for drugs because he started talking about a shipment, and he get that talking as if he's the trucker, the truck owner operator. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to, like, you think the police didn't set this call up? You think that the pretty girl from Louisiana, the Fed broad, didn't know he was going to want to talk to her and try to get close to her to try to get up on that pussy? Nigga, they knew the nigga was tender dick. But look, he seen all that back, pun intended, CS2 back.
Story is that, you know, that video that hit World Star, a lot of people considered that video, you know, kind of retaliation for some things that Wack 100 and others have kind of been spreading, you know, some false stories about Nipsey Hussle's death. And that was something that we took into account, you know, when we spoke with the OG Spider Low, when we spoke with the dude Duse, and we really, you know, when we did our own due diligence, and that was one of the main reasons why we was like, man, we really want to add our own due diligence into this. And I told them dudes, like, look, I want to make sure that it don't look like this is coming from a person who don't like Wack 100. You see what I'm saying? Because it's one thing not to like somebody, and it's a whole nother thing to, you know, literally lay out layer by layer exactly, you know, why this dude is an informant and why he's basically admitted to it in interviews if you're able to piece the entire story together. So when we spoke with Duse specifically, man, you know, and Big U, you know, his name came up. You know, this is what he had to say about, you know, Big U's involvement in the production of this original video about Wack 100.
Bro, then he jumped on No Jumper and implicated Big U in a conspiracy to commit murder, insinuating that it was done because Nipsey Hussle was up next for the grid contract.
On top of that, he bring Loose Lip Cannon on No Jumper, coerce him, and have him also implicate him in supplying guns to the Rolling 60s,
after he already been saying Big U is the subject of a potential RICO case right now. He the one that told the world that. He been trying to say the feds is interested in Big U for RICO scenarios, and then he doubled down and come out there and talking about he been selling 20 guns and all that. Wow.
And extortion. He implicated him in 3 different crimes. Well, total 5 different crimes because he listed 3 names in extortion.
That nigga said Rick Ross and Meek Mill didn't even know Big U sent you, huh? Wow.
Right. Yeah, straight rats. But think about this also, bro. he said that I went on Federal Bureau of Prison website, right? If you go on there, type in Lamonte Sims, black, age 45, my case is gonna come out. It shows that I was released 2011 from federal custody, right? I'm no longer on federal probation of supervised release, none of that shit.
Okay.
But when he said that he had a RICO coming, and at another time they said he got picked up and the RICO was already coming. First of all, if you don't know the RICO coming because it's sealed until it drops. You understand what I'm saying? So the only way you would know that a RICO was coming, if it was true, was if you had information from the police.
And Hono Hunter think he got it figured out. Don't even know. Big U was surprised to see it on World Star. Everybody know Big U got the World Star plug. Goofy, that you didn't tell no secret.
So why is
you
people
figure something out, nigga?
So why is people saying that this? Yeah, like I was gonna say, a lot of fans are saying this just like get back for the.
Hey, why Spider was trying to run a narrative like Big U didn't have nothing to do with the thing. No, Big U had plugs at World Star Hip Hop. He gave me the plugs. I had the film done. I paid for that. Matter of fact, I paid the boy. What was the boy name? The dick sucking boy thought he was smart, but he was a square. Yeah, you remember who I'm talking about? Imam.
Iman, yeah.
Yeah, Imam. I paid Imam $400 to make that video. So Big U, after that, Big U like, man, more people need to see that. He linked me with the dude. They told me I'll get my money, register it, and send them all the info.
The shit that they put on No Jumper.
But somebody was trying to push a false narrative,
you
like
know what you say, a
it was
lie
a secret.
unchallenged because the truth.
Facts.
So perhaps it is an answer, but it's not a fabrication. It's not a production.
Right. Well, let me tell you this, bro. I already worked on this. You've seen the other 3 videos. I don't have a louder voice of them. I needed a marketing plan, a marketing strategy. So when what's the name? When Big U seen it, he said, bro, more people need to hear this. I got the Checking In podcast. If you give me a license, I can let them promote it for you.
On August 5th, 2008, only 5 months since the kidnapping of Robert Ross, aka Stutterbox, a 7-minute wiretap conversation was recorded. The target of the wiretap is Mark Stevens, and he is recorded on the line with another target, Lindell Dale Dog Rouse, the alleged leader of the main Street Mafia Crips.
Damn, I need her on my team.
During the call, Stevens is recorded asking Dale if he wants to speak with the Wack boy, to which Dale declines. Stevens goes on to say that he doesn't help him, and that he called him out of the blue just the day before, August 4th, with the request. This recorded wiretap will also be transcribed for future court proceedings. In the official wiretap transcript document, and before you actually get to the conversation, it is noted that the man police refer to as confidential source 2, aka Back, is stated as the person attempting to get in contact with Dale Dog through Mark Stevens. In this exact conversation, Stevens refers to the same man who wants to speak with Dale as the Wack boy. Coincidentally, the Wack boy, aka CS2, aka Back, was calling to inform Stevens and Dale that Robert Ross, aka Stutterbox, was an informant, and they were likely under investigation. Eventually, 7 Main Street Crips, along with alleged leader Liddell Dale Dog Rouse, were arrested and charged with the kidnapping of Robert Ross, aka Stutterbox. NBA star Shaquille O'Neal would even be questioned about his reported ties to the Main Street Crips, but Shaq was eventually cleared. Ultimately, the overall lack of evidence and inconsistency in Robert Ross's original story led to the charges being dropped. What we want to do is we just want to lay out the facts. We want to lay out things that if you go through yourself, all of these interviews and all of these different pieces of information, if you were to go through all this information, none of this information is refuted. Wack 100 admits that he learned Robert Ross was an informant while he was picking up paperwork at the Wilshire Federal Building. This happened to be after his home was raided. He was never charged with anything. And he admits he was there, and he admits that's when he learned Robert Ross was an informant. That's a fact. So that's the first fact. So the second fact that was very important in this case is that the LA County Sheriff wiretap transcripts stated that a man by the name of Wack, aka CS2, contacted Mark Stevens on August 5th. Well, he contacted him on August 4th, 2008, and Mark Stevens then contacted Dale Dog about this call on August 5th, 2008. Mark Stevens referred to this dude as the Wack Boy, and the government referred to him as Confidential Source 2 and Wack. Also recently, man, this dude Wack 100, now he's claiming that he helped 7 Main Street Crips avoid jail. I guess recently he was in, on Clubhouse in the depth of the Cloud Chaser room, and he claims that, there's no way he could be a snitch because he actually helped 7 Main Street Crip members avoid jail. Which, to be honest, man, like we said, all of this really came full circle, man. That is exactly what CS2 did, aka Wack, aka the Wack Boy. He called and he warned the Main Street Crips about a snitch, not even potential. He called and warned them about a snitch. They were able to distance themselves and really shut down all communication, eventually causing these charges to get dropped. So basically, at this point, like we said, man, at the beginning of the video, the boy Wack 100 has finally admitted that he is CS2. I guess his thing is nobody went to jail. He actually helped people get out of jail. But at the end of the day, man, Wack 100 is CS2 in that Main Street Crip, Mark Stevens, Ladell Ross paperwork. It's the dude Wack 100, man. Shout out to the OG Spider Loke, man. You know what I'm saying? Man, he really tapped me into some real good insight and some real good information. Y'all check out his podcast because, like I said, he has interviews with Mark Stevens as well as Robert Ross Stutterbox. Even though Stutterbox, you know what I'm saying, he told, but at least you can hear, his part. And it does help kind of fill in certain gaps or whatever. You know what I mean? Also, man, shout out to dude Duse, man. Video on WorldStar right now, over 2 million views, man. They breaking down the paperwork of the boy Wack 100. Like I said, man, y'all go check that out, man. Hey, it's your boy Marcel Guapo, man. Street Certified News, the most reputable source for urban media, man. And hey, you know what I'm saying? This is something we can stand, man. We stand on it. Man, the boy Wack 100, man, CS2, man. Government informant, Rap 100, whatever you want to call him, man. It's what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? We tried to come at it from the most unbiased, neutral place. We listened to what he said. We listened to what everybody said. We read the paperwork. We looked at the timelines. We looked at the arresting reports. We looked at everything we could look at. And based off of what Wack has said himself, CS2 can't be nobody else. Like I said, but Wack 100, man. Hey, it's your boy M.A. Guapo, man. Street Certified News, the most reputable source for urban media, man. Make sure you hit that like, comment, and subscribe, man. Fuck with your boy, man. Love you. We out.
Because you can't really relate to how the Crippin' and Blood is cool.
So salute to Street Certified News, one of my favorite hip hop blogs, a street blog, nigga. And they politic how they politic. They said in that same paperwork, it says that the police described CS2 Wack as a historical confidential informant. This makes me wonder what other cases has Wack 100 helped the police with. This is nasty work. Yeah, it's nasty, bro. You know what I'm saying? But that ain't it. Let's see some other people. Shout out Street Certified News. Go subscribe and follow Nina Boy. Hold on. What Nina Boy? What do you got? Oh, his shit is too long. We're not finna do all of that. Let me see. Okay, here we go right here. Let's see what Nina Boy say. Just some of the reactions, you know what I'm saying? So y'all can hold people accountable. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can't read paperwork. You know what I'm saying? But Let's see what his position is.
Cocky attitude saying, I will pay somebody $1 million.
Hold on, before we get into that, let me go ahead and do this.
Show me,
Let them know where they at.
You know,
before we let Nina Boy do his thing, I wanted to show that other paperwork, man. Because I want everybody to be able to say they've seen all the receipts. You know what I'm saying?
Man, you already know, dudes. Listen, y'all on Clubhouse right now, right? Okay. So make sure if you on stage, you go ahead and share the room 3 times on the hallway. You already know, so we can get that shine. Salute to the mods. That's on their job. And salute to the goo. If you want to go, salute to you too, man. If you're on stage, man, you already know how we play. Hey, man, one of the hottest lives on Clubhouse. We're the hottest room on there. Hey, man, if you're in the live with us right now in the chat, you already know that's where it's at. Salute to the Blue Wrench mob that's always on their job. And our valid supporters, if you tapped in and told a friend, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to this hot content, some of the hottest content, the hottest content in these YouTube streets. You got Duse M's The Don and Yael the Kiwe Pop Star, the voices of the culture and the West Coast that's bringing you the most. Hey, listen, Damu Kiwe Conversations.
They said that nigga made history as a snitch. That's what the paperwork said. About
I'm a historian.
Historical information. Nigga, that nigga told on some big shit. What's more historical in our history than the Biggie Smalls Tupac shit? But look, hi Active Chucks. The following claim on video unveiling the controversy, Wack 100 and the snitch allegations with Duse M and Yael has been disputed. Video title, unveiling the controversy, Wack 100 and the snitch allegation with Duse M and Yael, copyrighted content, Wack 100 exposed for being a federal informant, hip-hop police documentary. That's my documentary. But guess who's claiming it? Label Engine. You see where it say that, Yael? Claimed by Label Engine. Label Engine is claiming on behalf of World Star Hip Hop. So World Star Hip Hop has been claiming my money. So this is why they're getting sued, right? There go one of the envelopes being sent off to YouTube. That was the envelope being sent off to serve YouTube. And this, damn, they don't even let me get up out of there. Boom. This one also, Label Engine. No matter what I do with my work, this is when I filed the demand. $5 million legal action versus World Star Hip Hop, YouTube, and Wack 100. I get a notice. Label Engine they're not letting me monetize my video. That's crazy, huh? Millions of views.
Why is that?
Well, because they're used to people not knowing their rights, and they exploit them. That's what the record label's done to our people all these years, bro. Let's talk about that for a minute. Oh, let me show y'all that. That's Wack 100's attorney's office. Thomas K. Richards, attorney for Cash Jones. That's the address for mailing, right? So that was that one. I showed y'all Wack saying he was taking it down. And this one was, oh yeah, y'all, let me see if y'all can see that. Yeah, y'all can see that. Let me show y'all real quick. So this is part of the certificate of registration. It comes like it has equitable value within this. This is the pink slip to the car or the deed to the house. And this is me sending it to Kenny Kingpin, Pop LQ, checking in at Gmail to World Star Hip Hop, Steve at World Star Hip Hop. This is what they told me to do. Wack 100 broke down, that's the shit. And we got it to Steve at World Star Hip Hop, a connect. Y'all see checking in on the what you call it, and it comes from Duse M, right? Let's go over here. Okay, now y'all can see this one. Wack 100 and the snitch allegations. Date on copies. That means the Copyright Office had the copies of my intellectual property on January 27, 2024. That's the exact same date that World Star Hip Hop dropped my intellectual property. I protected myself. You know what I'm saying? And that's what most people are so accustomed. They don't understand it. Even CS2 back, he a fake manager. That nigga don't know all this. He don't know that process. He was fortunate to have be able to outsource those responsibilities through E1 when he got distribution through them, through Birdman and Cash Money and Universal before he got blackballed by them for doing that scandalous shit to Wacko. So with all of that being said, CS2 back isn't no real manager. Ray J got arrested again today. Couple months ago, the nigga was talking about he might harm himself after the awards ceremony where he got into it with a black CEO. Talking about living his truth. Suge just said that Ray J was riding Pooh-Rada. But look at Blueface. Blueface is in jail. What kind of a manager are you? A manager is supposed to put his artists in the best position to win and make money. Ray J got all of them civil RICOs that went up to the federal levels now. Like, this is nasty work. The game. Look what he did. Let's talk about that for a minute. We can get back to the content tomorrow, or we could keep going on. Hit that like button if y'all in here. We cooking. Yael, why don't you get involved in this? Let's talk about some of his artists. First, he proclaims to be this big millionaire. He's definitely not that right now. As he said in the Keefe D. Bell case and the Game case, he likes to get his artists in their time of need. That way he get their services for pennies on the dollar, specifically naming the Game, right? Blueface. And as an informant, you got to really ask yourself, well, is he the one putting them in this situation, lining them up so they could go to jail and he could get their services on penny on the dollar? I mean, hey. But Wack 100 doesn't understand how to properly register and maximize. In fact, now I'm not going to expose him like that. Fuck it. Hey, Blueface, first, Wack 100 is using the equitable value within your exclusive copyright. Songs that you made with him and records you made with him, and the film company being able to use your image, your display rights in their reality shows. He told them he needed $300,000 and got a loan from them utilizing your name, utilizing your display rights and images, and you got $0 off of it. He said, while you're in jail, he needs $300,000 to make sure that you're safe. So this is what happened. He's getting money on yours. But like I got my certificate of registrations and all that, the nigga Wack 100 doesn't know how to properly register intellectual property. Blueface got, I think it was 40 records that were, what was it called? Incomplete registered or just not registered properly, that there's a bag for it. Like right now, Blueface, you're in jail. This nigga claims to be your manager, and he has not claimed that little $38,000, $40,000, you know what I'm saying, of royalties that's about to go to the black box. You know, I just told the homie that's on the tier with that nigga, Blueface, tell Blueface tap in. You know what I'm saying? There's food on the table. Niggas ain't eating it. he leaving food on the plate. You know what I'm saying? CS2 back don't know what the fuck he doing. I could pull that up and show you that Blueface has money out there that's owed to him, but because his music wasn't properly registered, he's been getting bamboozled. The Dose of Reality TV, salute, King. You know what I'm saying? Munchie fried Curtis yesterday. Yeah, I knew it was coming. You know, he just don't know how to let it go. He's so egotistical and immature. After 2 days, he's down at the federal building with his legal. Sherm, nothing strikes and is more indicative of what's going on than Friday they raid your house. You probably went to jail, bail out, and show up Sunday with your legal at FBI headquarters. Munchie marked him out in his own home. He dissed the neighborhoods and Curtis didn't do shit. Said Curtis tried to line his own homies up again. Top tier Custer shit. I need to watch the mayor, see what he say too. Hey, yeah, man. Y'all go check out Munchie B and the mayor, man. Munchie B, the mayor, be frying shit. He over there is surgical. Go run that up, man. Tell him Damu Kiwe Conversations sent you. Let's get back to this content real quick, man. CS2 back using Blueface name to get money. That's how you got that 300,000, man. Man, he a little light out here, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? That boy a little light out here. Let's get to this Nina boy, man.
It got to be a level 4 type of situation. Ain't nobody gonna ever get that. His situation, if he is one, allegedly, if he is an FBI informant, they will put him in the industry. He's already in the music business. That's the perfect place to hide an FBI informant. You got to realize what 6ix9ine Tekashi was on. You see what I'm saying? Them dudes. Look, think about it. That boy, he made a lot of money, but catch this though, right? The nigga fuck around and expose multiple people that was allegedly FBI informants on me. But when we looking at this game, make no doubt about it. Wack 100 is a very intelligent motherfucker. He know what he's doing. He know that the average Joe Blow would never have access to even gain that type of information. It's no way somebody will be able to get some FBI files or dockets or paperwork in regards to him on that level. You see what I'm saying? And if they put him in, if he is a decoy and an agent informant for the agency, my nigga, 9 out of 10, it would take somebody who's actually an FBI informant to be a whistleblower. You see what I'm saying? The nigga had to go rogue. You see what I'm saying? The nigga had to expose that. He got too much information, bro. He has too much information on situations where he was never there. Most of the time, the allegations that Wack 100 put against people, he was never there. But for somehow he has documentation, information, and all of this crazy shit to identify these people as being snitches, rats, informants within. You see what I'm saying? Like, how do you get that type of information? It's only one way. So with that being said, man, I'm gonna keep it alleged at this point, but you niggas know how to read between the lines though, gang. Y'all know how to read between the lines. Wack 100 is a very sophisticated person when it comes to dealing with information. What do we know about information? Information is power. That's one of the coldest things. Let me tell you something. Information, niggas get rich off of information every day. Nigga, let me tell you something. If you got some information on a multi-billion-dollar corporation and they know that you got it, 9 out of 10, they either go send some goons to try to go knock you down or they go buy you out, cash you out. Information is power. If you listen to what Wack 100 say on his Clubhouse, on all of this shit, he has too much information, bro. Ain't nobody just walking up giving this nigga information for free. So I think, he got something to hide. Let's get it.
That was a good one.
Blames it Aaron on World Star on a reputable LA Crip and said he's suing the parent company of WorldStar for defamation.
You know, these bozos did, Adam.
Tell me.
They went on this clip on WorldStar and said, I was a federal informant and that I caught on wiretap trying to get somebody killed. Now, these two things, right, are things that can be investigated. The wiretaps can be pulled and the investigative officers can be summoned to say, was this man a motherfucking federal informant? Was that in the magazine? Huh? Was that no WorldStar?
Oh, okay.
Right. So when I seen it go on WorldStar, the team seen it, I said, no, let it get to 1 million, right? And let it cross over. Because the more views it has, that means the more damage is done.
1 million people have seen that video.
On WorldStar. Great, right?
You say some things at the wrong time or whatever the case may be?
Boy, that's 5 million.
What's that?
What?
Notice of defamation and
he not getting no 5 million, man. Hey, look, that's how he call a bluff. Now, let me tell you something. Wack 100 know how to strong arm a nigga with his words. Make no doubt about it. Let's be clear. Wack 100 is a motherfucking genius when it comes to that motherfucker, right? The nigga know how to motherfucking manipulate motherfuckers when it comes to, you know, his name in wordplay, homie. I don't think he gonna get no 5 million from WorldStar, my nigga. For number one, WorldStar don't put out information unless they have a portfolio. They don't just put information out like that. They know that they could get a lawsuit. You dealing with Wack 100, a millionaire, a record exec. He got powerful lawyers. The nigga got money.
He is not a millionaire. He might have $1 million worth of assets, but he is not a millionaire. We can prove that, Nina. Don't believe the hype.
Money. So ain't nobody gonna put out a segment on Wack 100 unless they had some legitimate information that could be possibly true. You see what I'm saying? Nigga, you got them boys to take that shit down so motherfucking fast, nigga. It looked like you got something to hide, gang. Straight up. Let's get it.
Hey, that's what I want. Hey, Yael, I thought that's what he said about you doing a cease and desist and Big U doing a cease and desist about that the Beauty and the Beast that he Big U got something to hide, that you got something to hide. What you think about that, Yael? That Nina boy is saying how fast he got them to take that video down in 4 days, 3 million views. It looked like he got something to hide, gang.
Of course, because if you wanted to let it play out, you would have let it play out to the highest degree of that video going to milk it for what it is and get as much money as you can. But you seen that story was flourishing at the highest rate it was, and you like, ooh, this shit just hit 3 million in 4 days. I wonder what to do in 5 days. If that was the case, and you knew that this information was counterfeit and lied, you would have let the information keep building up so your pocket be bigger. But no, you hurry up and took it down because 3 million in 4 days was fast, and motherfuckers was catching on to your bullshit, and you getting exposed for real. And that's why you got that video took down. That's why you got the lawyers reach out to.
No. It wasn't him that had the lawyers. It was his handlers that had the lawyers. They know that they fucked up by exposing CS2 back in that paperwork, which exposed and revealed exactly what happened with Tammy Cohen. Remember, let me ask y'all this. Do y'all remember when Tammy Cohen was the indictment dropped on Cuffy and Suarez? Tammy Cohen she read the indictment and it was too much stuff that niggas would know it was her. So she went to go try to visit Meech down in Louisiana or something. Do y'all remember that? That's what happened with the CS2 back wiretap. It revealed and blew Wack 100's cover because him being identified as that person on the call by Greg Kading, by Mark Stevens, makes it easy for everybody to check every box of who that could have been on that phone call and know that it was Wack 100. Greg Kading ain't lying about that. That was Wack 100 on the call. So Wack 100 is being referred to as a confidential source. So What happened, it got done so fast because he had them people call. Y'all forget, when they took the video down, Wack was claiming the video was down. I'm like, the video ain't down, it's up right now. We on Clubhouse. And I'm like, man, that video's still up right now. So they go in there, they like, yeah, the video's still up. Nigga, it was at 3 million views last time I seen it. Nigga, a couple hours later, nigga went back to check them views. Nigga, the video was removed. I was like, well, how come I didn't get a takedown notice? Like, y'all see how when Wack just claimed my copyright, I got a DMCA takedown notice notifying me that he was claiming that he owned that entire video. Wack 100, that's ironic as hell, right? Wack 100 being exposed as CS2 back is claiming that he owns that entire video, exposing himself as a confidential source. But he said he owns that entire video, man. But in any event, nigga, I didn't never get no notice. So I'm like, damn, if I posted a naked picture right now on Instagram, they'll remove the post and they'll tell me for nudity. Like, this is reasonable. So I sent them something. World Star Hip Hop. Let's go to that real quick. You know what I'm saying? It says World Star Hip Hop want to act stupid. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what I sent World Star Hip Hop, man. Let's see what I sent World Star Hip Hop. I know y'all like, man, this is a whole lot of legal stuff. Well, you need to learn something. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the hell wrong with y'all, but y'all need to learn something. You know what I'm saying? Direct copyright infringement. Let me just put in World Star Hip Hop. Maybe the email will pop up. We'll go DMCA.
Damu Kiwe Conversations.
All right, let me see. Where the hell is that thing at? I definitely want y'all to see this.
What they say? Wack is not brilliant. He is not smart. The teacher gave him answers. The teacher are the feds. So,
damn.
They on your ass.
Damn, what was that? Let me go copyright infringement. It's the documents from World Star that I'm looking for specifically. Okay, that was from Scottsboro. We close your copyright dispute. So that's from YouTube. Copyright infringement. PKA Wack Jones. Oh, let's read this to y'all real quick, and then we're going to be gone for the night. Let me stop sharing. We can finish that little piece where they at right now, and then we can take off tomorrow, and it'll be early in the morning or early in the noon. Let me see. Share this. Present. All right, so this is Wack lawyers return to my demand, right? This office is counsel for Cash M. Jones, pseudonym known as Wack 100 Jones. References made to your letter dated September 3rd, 2024, wherein you appear to allege that Jones has infringed your purported copyrights. The letter. Your letter is simply incorrect on the facts and laws, and each of your claims are hereby rejected in their entirety. So everything you're saying, we reject it in its entirety, right? Nothing you said is right, and you're incorrect on the facts and the law, right? Like, I guess they forgot or didn't check my resume. Go check my stats. Not Amari, but went hard in the paint like that. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man, nigga, I does this. Specifically, Jones has never at any time used, distributed, or authorized the use or distribution of the film titled Wack 100 and the Snitch Allegations. The work. On the contrary, Jones has actively sought to remove such defamatory content from the internet, including by filing a defamation claim against Media Lab AI Inc. for its role in distributing a related video titled Wack 100 Exposed for Being an Alleged Federal Informant documentary. For the avoidance of any doubt, Jones has never at any time used or authorized the use of your alleged work in any manner. Accordingly, your claims of copyright infringement, to the extent they even pertain to Jones, are entirely baseless, both factually and legally, and are hereby rejected. They're rejected in their entirety, right? Should you choose to pursue any copyright infringement or related claim against Jones, presumably based on your untimely copyright registration, listen, I'm going to show you how dumb his lawyers is, right? He said that I untimely registered this work for copyright. But we're going to get into that. I'm going to show you what the time frame is to register your shit after it's published. Bam. It's 60 to 90 days. The office will promptly file for dismissal and seek sanctions under Rule 11 for the frivolous and unsupported nature of such claims. Consider this letter formal notice of Jones' intent to pursue sanctions in the event of any further legal action on this matter. Separately, regarding your equally unfounded claim that you have been damaged by Jones's alleged fraudulent copyright claims to YouTube, it is our understanding that all of your videos remain available on YouTube. What does that mean? Just because they put it back up now, the nigga had took down my video playing with my money. And no strikes have been issued against your channel as a result of any action by Jones. I showed y'all the receipt, bro. I got a copyright strike when he took down my video, claiming it was his, without conceding the baselessness of your allegation. It appears that Jones, through a representative, may have sought the removal of your defamatory videos on the ground that they violate both YouTube's policies and California law due to their defamatory content. To the extent Jones's agent inadvertently submitted a copyright claim instead of a defamation claim, such action was the result of excusable oversight, not willful misconduct. This shit is nasty work. So let's go back to the beginning, right? And then we'll play a couple minutes of this, what you call it, and call it a night, since we've been teaching today on copyright. So they said in its entirety, they reject my claim, $5 million demand for payment, and they're saying that it was untimely filed. So remember, the documentary was released on World Star Hip Hop January 27, 2024. It was registered, and they received everything they needed from me on January 27, 2024. You cannot register it no quicker than I had registered this work, right? How long after releasing copyright material must you register with Copyright Office to qualify for statutory damages. Let's see what this say real quick. 90 days. 90 days. So they said it was a late filing. How long after releasing copyrighted material must you register with the Copyright Office to qualify for statutory damages? To be eligible for statutory damages and attorney fees in a copyright infringement case, you must register your work with the Copyright Office either before the infringement occurs or within 3 months of the work's first publication. So if the first publication of CS2 Back Wack 100 exposes alleged confidential source is released January 27 for the first time, then that means 90 days after January 27. But my certificate of registration shows the date was registered January 27. So what do they mean untimely? You see the games that these dumbass lawyers be trying to argue, assuming that niggas is dumb, assuming that niggas don't understand the value of owning intellectual property is the same as owning property such as a house, property such as a car, has equitable value. All right, so let's get back to this real quick. But damn, I still didn't find that other thing. We'll play that while I look for that. Let's go. Yeah, we got 19 minutes, and then we gonna be done. So y'all just gotta bear with me, man. Back to No Jumper. Oh yeah, we the way, bitch. On it right there, right?
And demand.
Shout out
we
to
would
Nina
like to
Boy.
schedule.
So Nina Boy is saying that he took him taking it down. What you got to hide? You know what I'm saying? What do you got to hide? Come on, we're gonna close that. We're gonna close that one. We're gonna close that one. Let's get back to this. Yeah, we definitely got it. Who is this one? Let's see what we got. So mind you, some of them did a lot of views because the algorithm went crazy with my video. So it really went crazy for everybody else. 80,000, 90,000. This one like 30,000 or something like that. Let's get in this coke figure. I'm with you, David Hampton.
Get Big U locked up right now for murder. Try to get Jay.
Listen,
they putting out on you being a confidential informant. If it's not true, federal informant, sue WorldStar, brother. But the paperwork is out there. Wack 100 done played a lot of y'all. Oh yes. And he's trying to get Big U locked up right now for murder. Try to get Jay Prince and them locked up. He's been trying to get a lot of arrests. Try to get Jim Jones locked up for RICO. Oh, Wack 100 been working real good hard on Clubhouse. Everybody talks about everything. Even 21 Savage is on that yelling about it. He got 30 bodies. Oh man, he ain't from over here. They let him do whatever he want to a black American. That's real talk.
He a funny motherfucker.
But I need y'all to make sure this message get out there. Bow back Wack, you've been popped. I'm gonna run this on my Clubhouse. Y'all over there chilling in Wack Clubhouse, knowing he'll right. Y'all go damn. But guess what? Clean the fucking community up, you goddamn crime fighter. But all you niggas act like y'all gave a damn about snitch.
That nigga said you goddamn crime fighter, so you see where he stands on it. So all of these people have seen the documentary, ran the content, and this is what they think about CS2 Back, right? Let's go to this. World Star Hip Hop exposed Wack 100 for being a confidential informant, trending, viral. This is what the Damu Kiwe Conversation do. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be looking at them little 6,000 views and measuring up the ripple effect of our content. Nah, my nigga, we the motherfucking way. Let's go.
I'm your host, 050 Kading. We ain't about to waste no time. We about to jump right into it. On this episode, we're going to be talking about World Star Hip-Hop exposing Wack 100 for being a confidential informant. You heard what I said. They calling Wack 100 a rat. Hey, yo, y'all ready to turn up with me? Hey, yo, DJ, play my shit.
Carol's been thinking about getting dentures for a while. Now feels like the right time.
We're not gonna play all that.
But y'all go check that out. Man, that's nasty work, man. Wack 100, he been running around for years, trolling, talking about people's rats and people's telling and people snitching. You got some dirt on your name, man. Check this out.
First of all, there were no arrests made other than Cash Jones.
Wack 100, most famously known for arguing on Clubhouse, has been exposed as a confidential informant in paperwork recently released by defendant Money Mark and Stutterbox. Before we play the recording of Money Mark, who was the main defendant in this case, confirming Wack is back, let's take a look back to when Wack himself spoke on this case and admitted to meeting with the feds and also saying they owe him a favor.
Once they hit my motherfucking home office, that's when they called the search office. Because in the home office, in discovery, the house and cars and everything they thought was up under my name, and how that living beyond the means excuse to come in there was all up under different corporations.
Wack is claiming that FBI did not know his house was not in his name before entering his home, and once they found his paperwork in his home office, they called off the search. How does the FBI not have this information prior to search warrant?
My attorney would go down to the federal building on Wilshire Boulevard, right up to 405. We go up top. Now, I get up top, I'm tripping, nigga. So when I tell the motherfuckers, hey, look, y'all raided my house. Y'all had motherfuckers cuffed up in my house. Y'all did all this shit, you know, and y'all know damn well I was clean. Y'all embarrassed me. This, that. We found the truth. When we get outside with my attorney, 2 officers that's depicted in there came to the front of me and my attorney said, hey, look, man, let this shit go. This shit gonna fuck, you know, this ain't gonna look good on us. We didn't know you. That boy put us on you, right? But we'll owe you one.
Wack is explaining going down to the federal building tripping and basically the detectives telling him on the spot that Stutterbox told us on you. This seems a little odd that detectives would give up someone who is supposedly working for the name and also beg to drop the lawsuit and let us owe you a favor. Wack has told this story on several occasions, changing it up a little each time.
When I got up to the top floor, we went to go get my personal belongings, me and my attorney. When I saw the 2 women with that FBI flag jackets come out, that Stutterbox would always invite to dinner when we was eating the Stevie's on the strip. That's when I knew what time it was. When we come off the elevator, I see a bunch of people in FBI flag jackets. Guess who one of the persons I see? The fucking female from New Orleans that asked about the 5 keys.
Sounds like a scene from Power. Was it one or was it 2 women? Now Wack 100 decides to use his favor the detective promised him and calls it in. Listen to how easy it is for Wack 100 to get the information. These is words coming from Wack, and like he always says, the truth could never be considered disrespect.
I'm sitting back, I call my attorney. I said, hey, yo, call that officer, I need to have a word with him. Yo, did you say that Stutterbox is a cooperate for you? Yeah. Documented on paper. Yeah, documented. He's a CI. Been that for 6-7 years. You got the paper and all, whatever y'all use. Yeah, we got that. Okay, yo, contact this dude. Have him call Stutterbox to the stand. Yeah, I called it in that day, and I did too. But I used the card and that was it.
Stutterbox alleges that Wack 100 was caught on a wiretap with Dale Dog conspiring to commit murder. This is why his house was raided and led him to working with the police as back. Stutterbox explains to Duse M that Wack gave up his address.
His house got raided because he was on the wiretap with Dog, you know.
What is Mark saying I had to do with the case, bro? Like, listen, in the paperwork, it said you tried to call Dog, remember? I tried to call take your call. I couldn't hear you. I called the Dog. I called the Dog. That whole Main Street shit, that was your play. I had nothing to do with it. I was a victim to it. I was a victim to it. I was a victim
There you have it. Wack admitting to being a victim on the case, talking to Dale Dog, and also saying Money Mark was completely right.
Dude, this spoke on Shaq is completely right, because I was caught up in the middle of all that. Instead of my paperwork on Wiretap, right?
So Steadbox confirmed that Wack was included in his paperwork
on the Main Street case, which he wasn't charged. But this guy saying the only person that was arrested
was Cash Jones.
If Greg's credibility hurts the findings of the entire task force or not?
Well, first of all, there were no arrests made other than Cash Jones.
But when you get to the discovery,
so
let's watch the actual Wiretap, the whole transcript. I got the whole transcript. The whole transcript of the whole Wiretap. And everything. That paperwork, you see the conversation, but you see a conversation with Cash Jones in the transcript.
That was the initiating. When they started recording.
Right. And Cash Jones,
in the paperwork they put him at that. DACK. And I kept asking
a white boy in the middle.
The lawyer's like, who the fuck is, I didn't talk to know that.
Nasty.
And they said, nah, that's Wack. They put him in that because he a brother. So
wow. Okay. But this Wack also referred as confidential source number 2.
Yes, sir.
Correct.
Nasty work. Nasty work. That shout out to that YouTuber, man. Thanks for running the content. He lost y'all. He ain't got no goddamn he ain't got no goddamn Wi-Fi wherever the hell he at. Hopefully he be coming back. Let's get into this real quick. So I done showed y'all. Let me share it while we go through these last comments, and we bring it to a halt, right? So I showed y'all we got all of the Nicole Costin was my attorney. The copyright strike, this is all of the evidence. Yael, you pay attention because you need to learn this more than everybody. You the Kiwe pop star. You get on your business.
Man, you know I'm learning.
The moon is the ceiling, you know what I'm saying? But these is the things that I wrote to World Star Hip Hop. Look at this. So they took it down. I released it on January 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th, 31st, January 1st, January 2nd, January 3rd. 8 days after being released, I look at it right there, copyright at worldstarhiphop.com. Greetings, I'm Lamonte Sam Sr., author, director, executive producer for exclusive copyright entitled Wack 100 Exposed for being alleged federal informant. This work was released as part of the Checking In podcast and was taken down without notice at around 2.9 million views. I have a good faith belief that no one else was authorized to do this act. I demand notice of the reason for takedown of my intellectual property and due process to proceed forward with litigation as I have suffered damages economically. I declare on the penalty of perjury that the aforementioned is true and that I submit this notice of my own volition. In my name do I sign February 3rd, 2024, Lamonte Duse M, Senior CEO, Active Chucks Entertainment, Thug Torius G's. So this is what's going on. I wanted to make sure that y'all knew how bad of a businessman CS2 Back is, that y'all understood the urgency in which Wack federal handlers had this attorney firm parading as an attorney firm, take down my intellectual property, claim my intellectual property is his, just because it exposes that he's back. You know? My documentary is his, and he owns the entire video because it exposes him as back. Is that kind of like him taking ownership for once in his life. Like, I am back. Back is Wack. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's really going on, my nigga? But let's get into these comments. Ain't weathering, Lil Cash, Dark Clouds, the clown running. Yeah, man. He gonna sit down at that conference room in that FBI building. That boy an internet fed. Yeah, bro, hip hop police. He said Stutterbox would always invite. That mean Wack was around there more than once. Yeah, he was trying to fuck. You know that nigga can't keep his dick in his pants. He seen that bad FBI bitch nigga. He bit like a big mouth bad. CS2 back generally didn't try to say the feds said, we owe you one. That was a slip that he regrets to this day. Black Pride salute. Yeah, the feds own one. That's nasty. The police ain't gonna tell you that unless you one of them. Yeah, that's a fact. So he the only person that reads. Out of control. They won't even tell a judge about a 137 rap, but told Wack, damn, bro, he must have told on who killed Malcolm X and MLK. I talked to dog. So wait, and no agents didn't recognize Lil Cash is prolific. Adam called 600 a rat, huh? Crazy. Now he flipping on them too. Man, they all into it together. All them niggas is rats. Not all of them. I'm talking about Adam 22, 600, CS2 back, Loose Coochie the Cannon. Then he tried to say he used the favor to get the Main Streets out of jail. He wants people to think that the feds let all them niggas out of jail because they owed him a favor. The feds owe him one, and he owed the feds 5. Yeah, that's nasty work. Lil Doodles, when he had the police puppet. Oh, yeah. Adam 22 had the black police puppet. Makita, salute. L.A. Shaw caller, salute. The lights looking better. Good job. Hey, man, thanks for everybody. That one the feds owed them should have been in Texas. Then how this Guppy application is still valid today. Hey, listen, bro. Hey, your guess is better than mine, but I got a one-way mind to understand that you don't owe the feds favors, and the feds don't just owe you favors. You know, that's the kind of relationship that I'm afraid of any of my friends having. You know what I'm saying? But maybe you comfortable with having such relationships with feds owing each other favors, a favor for a favor. Hey, and you know they want information. Yael, let them know where they was at, man. We finna bring this one to an end. Y'all can go check out the rest of that content yourself. Tomorrow, tap in, exclusive reaction to the Damu Kiwe Conversation interview with Marion Suge Knight. Death Row. Yael, what you gonna say, bro?
Hey, listen, man, y'all done tuned in for what? 3 hours of high content with Duse M the Don and Yael the Kiwe pop star. If you was on Clubhouse right now, we appreciate you for sharing our room 3 times. So in the hallway, we can get our shine. Salute to the goo if you was in there, man. It's the chat. You already know that's where it's at. And the mods that was always on their job, salute, man. And again, to our valid supporters on Clubhouse and our valid supporters on YouTube, man. If you was in the chat and that's where it's at, and you was a new friend that tapped in and you told a friend, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to this hot content given by Duse M the Don and Yael the Kiwe pop star, the voices of the culture and the West Coast, the most authentic with the receipts. Y'all know what it is, man. Hottest live on YouTube and the dopest room on Clubhouse. You tuned in with the most authentic, the realest, Duse M the Don, Yael Kiwe pop star, Damu Kiwe Conversations.
I'm finna go into this conference room with Maria. We out of here. Tap in tomorrow.